muffle it. And it wasn't like it was like a sound clip playing. It was like it was doing something. And then the internet was incredibly slow too. Well, back then, the best thing I would use it for is game facts. And you'd load like a 200-page text essay on Zelda Ocarina of Time. And then I'd try to like take notes on it because you couldn't keep it up. And if you were at school, you could print it. I couldn't print it at home or I'd get my ass beat. But if you were at a school library, you could like look around, make sure no one was around, and then print 200 pages of game facts and just be like sitting there next to the printer as it goes ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung. You grab as much as you can. It says out of ink and you just go. Put it in a binder. Yeah. That was gas. Yeah, I would buy the physical guide at Target. And then often when I was a kid, this is the sweetest thing. Speaking of Mother's Day, I'm gonna shout it out. Shout out my mom, who made a big mistake getting me into gaming because I didn't really play games until my dad bought me an N64 with Mario 64, and my mom bought this strategy guide, something like this. And then she sat down next to me while I played because I couldn't figure out where the stars were, and she would read the guide to me, star by star, until I found them all, until I got all 120. It took us weeks. And then after that, I was a gamer for life. It was a very sweet moment. She was the first backseater and the only one that I tolerate. That's why I banned her from my chat, because of that backseat. Average conversation with an NFT, bro. I promise you will lose brain cells reading this. Hey, are you able to do freelance work for an NFT project? Simple motion work. Yes, I am. Very sexy. Let's build, my brother. This is how I'm gonna talk to my editors now. Whenever I ask Kage if he's available to do a fucking best tweets recap, and he says, yeah, I can do it by Saturday, I'm gonna say, very sexy. Let's build, my brother. What exactly are you looking for? Looking for cool vibes, you know what I mean? Keep it simple and clean. Do you take ETH? Okay, he hasn't said anything of value yet. But like, what type of work do you need? Are you trying to advertise something? I need to know what specifically you want me to make. 2D or 3D? Sex. Just keep it hot and sexy, whatever you think is best. You're being so vague. What do you want me to make? Can you do a look and feel for now? A look and feel of what? Like, what is this project? I have zero info on what you're looking for at all. I just need to know what exactly you want me to make. All you're doing is throwing around vague descriptors. Do you have a creative brief or write-up for what you need? What you think is best? I just need vibes. What do you mean, what do I think is best? I don't even know what this is for. You're the one that came to me. I don't even know what the project even is. I need look and feel, and then we'll develop further. What do you offer? I offer motion design and video editing services. Okay, then show me the vibe. What does that mean? The vibe of what? There may be language difference. I'm sorry. I just need it to be sexy. That's so funny. This guy recognizes there's a problem. He's like, I'm not getting through to him. He's not getting it. Let me see if I can simplify it. I just need it to be sexy. That'll explain it. Let me... Bro, I don't know what you want me to make. If you can't do it, it's fine then. Just need good vibes. This is like going to the doctor and saying, make me feel better without telling him what's wrong with you. It's infinitely more stupid even than that. Because a doctor is an expert and the goal is always the same, to make you feel better. This one doesn't even have the goal in mind. It is literally 50 times stupider than that, and that is stupid. Whoo! That is a good one. Very sexy, let's build, my brother, is actually, I'm keeping this. This is a very funny thing to say to somebody. If this is all that survives the NFT era, this phrase, I'll be happy. So she didn't just get jumped. What is this?
Cuando esperan te cumplios para cobrar todas.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Bro, like they're literally, that's forceful. That's not like a goofy push someone in the pool. Shit. That is assault. That doesn't look like a fun birthday. I gotta be honest with you. She laughed a bit. Yeah, I mean, after. The part where they grab her neck, like right here, this it's crazy. You wouldn't understand gringo. If Ari's family does this to me at the wedding, you're gonna have problems. Hold up the carpets in a newly purchased house to find this. The worst part about this is that you had to pull up the carpets for it, so you didn't even get a discount. If I could get $100 off my rent and there's a pentagram in the fucking living room, I'll take it. But if I have to pay full price and then find out about it later, that fucking sucks. I'm doing this when I move. So much work. Pretty clean pentagram. I mean, yeah, You know what's a bonus is if he ever gets into Satanism, I mean, it's pre-installed. It's almost a benefit because this one looks really well done, like good lines. Rent was so high they hired Satan. No, this is just how you summon the landlord. You just put your rent in the middle of the pentagram, light some candles, and it goes to him. And that's it. Oh my God, that's it? That's the best tweets of April. No, wait, there was one more? There's one more. And that was about Overwatch 2. Okay, I'm gonna include it because it'll be more relevant now than it'll be in a month. One more tweet. So Overwatch dropped this amazing lighting comparison between Overwatch 1 and 2. And then someone said Overwatch 2 takes place 6 hours after Overwatch 1, and I don't think Overwatch can ever recover. That is a perfect tweet. I wish I'd thought of this, dude. That is such a perfect fucking tweet. That is such a good takedown. Anyway, that's best tweets. Oh my God, hilarious tweets through and through and through and through. Anyway, unfortunately, I do have to go. Very sexy. Let's build, my brother. So everyone get out there and build is all I'm saying. Get out there, get sexy with it, and just build.
Check it.
Hey, so, boys and girls and NBs, I got something to tell you. Today, we are shaming esports cheaters. We're not really catching them, although we might. This guy, when I was first coming up in esports, I was writing about StarCraft for Team Liquid. There was this player. His name was Savior. I thought this guy was the coolest fucking gangster esports player of all time. He's one of the first esports players to ever get huge prize money. Fangirls, he had like tons of fan clubs. He was amazing. And he was also the first in Korea, they call the best StarCraft players Bonjois. And then it came out, and I was a big fan of his. Like I would like write about his games, and I was a huge fan. He was one of the first esports players I was ever a fan of. And then it came out he was match fixing. He was throwing games and betting against himself. And he was also not only doing it on his own, but he was like getting younger players to do. He was like starting a ring of match fixing basically. And it crushed me. I was really sad. And Korea lost their shit. I mean, I don't remember if he served jail time. Okay, he had to do 120 hours of community service and sentenced to 2 years probation as part of a court degree. Korea took it so seriously, he had to go to fucking court, dude. He had to go to court, do community service, and had 2 years probation. And it was almost jail time. And they took it very seriously. He got fucking lifelong banned. They struck him from all the records. And so I've hated esports cheaters ever since. Like it's burned into my mind that they kind of ruined the game. They take away the fun for everybody else. It's just a miserable, dirty, rotten, nasty thing to do. So today, imagine my surprise when I thought the previously totally cheater-free community of Call of Duty apparently had one slip through. The #2 ranked player in Vanguard, PP Lex, has been caught cheating after his stream bugged and showed he had walls. Let's see it.
Damn, I'm shit on that kid, cutie. My card. Damn, why's my game always?
Oh! Oh, you can see it right there. Oh! You dirty motherfucker! How does so explain it to me. How does this not show up normally? Everyone that answered, you're a cheater, banned. How would you know? How would you know? I caught you. We're catching cheaters today. I told you. I knew I'd suss them out, dude. If you know how it works, you're a fucking cheater. I caught you in the act. Everything you just grinded for, your whole fake ass reputation, gone in a in literally a second. Everything you've done, ugh. What made you decide to randomly cheat if you were already #2? I gotta hear your reasoning. I got it for diamond camo, G. Didn't know how to turn them off. It's an achievement? Wait, so he's saying he hacked for something else and just didn't know how to turn it off for rank that he was grinding all day? You know what? Hey, wait, guys, listen. If he's got a really solid reasoning like that, we need to back it up. Okay, I was ready to fucking pitchfork this guy, but he just got it for diamond camo and didn't know how to turn. This is actually this is phenomenal reasoning. He's clean. What kind of stupid ass excuse is that? By the way, even if you got it for an achievement, that's still cheating. Call of Duty's a disease, dude. Call of Duty's infested. So I was researching. After I saw this, I started reading more like the COD discourse, and it turns out this game is top to bottom riddled, nasty with cheaters. It's a rotten carcass of cheaters. It's all cheaters playing cheaters and complaining. It's wild. What's funny is that guy's earlier response kind of describes it, because there's so many splitting hairs. There's people in all the replies that are like, yeah, all right, this cheat's not bad though, but wall hacks, that's extreme. It's like it's so bad they're drawing the line at different cheats. It's okay if you do this one, but I would never stoop so low as to use wall hacks. Actually, this is a good one. This is a spicy take, and I agree with it. Okay, FaZe Zuma. Now, I never really have a lot to say to FaZe players. We don't cross circles. If you cheat, you're a bitch. Bold, brave, and brash. Giga Chad. He says this while holding up like his controller with 9 mods on it. And they all believe, whether it's true or not, every fan seems to believe they all cheat. Half the CDL cheated to get where they are. CDL's the Call of Duty League.
Have been doing the MW2 start glitch the entire year. Oh my God.
2. Free information to the team.
I wasn't doing that shit. Bro, I'm a moron. I didn't know about this shit.
Showing its utility in a casual game.
On purpose. I'm gonna go down on purpose. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna start glitch. Alright, yo, 2 rock, 1 put.
Oh shit, dude. I'm too dumb to cheat while you're watching a video. You did call yourself a moron though. It actually does check out. There's a guy that makes fake hacks and makes videos out of them. What does that mean? Dude, someone should do Kit Boga, but like they make hacks that after, 6 days just reveal themselves. But like at any moment you can reveal them, or they could, that's so funny. And then that's the guy. Oh, I'm fucking calling a shot. Wait, let me see him. I want to watch that. That's hilarious.
The cheat software for CSGO, and here he is trying to use it in the game. But what he doesn't know is that the software he downloaded is actually a bait software that is about to kill him with his own grenade, along with other satisfying surprises. Step 4. Sit back and watch as thousands of cheaters download it, and then make a video about it, so everyone can enjoy the sweet revenge.
Hey, who's from Poland? Who in chat's from Poland? Huh? Got some explaining to do.
Well, now you know how we got to this point. So let's watch this guy barbecue himself in front of his teammate, and then I'll walk you through all the other amazing punishments. The big spender punishment will waste the cheater's economy by buying a lot of bad weapons. Whenever the cheater is spraying...
The only thing I would pray for is I was to be able to hear their comms. Just like if they were streaming or something.
The fake shit can detect when the player enters a specific area of the map. And I have placed virtual tripwires all over the maps that will trigger a random punishment when being activated. The punishment that was just activated by this tripwire is called Violence Speed Momentum. In the later stages of the match, I'm taking things to a new level. Whenever the cheater's crosshair is moved over an enemy player, the aim direction is pushed away from the target, making it really hard for the cheater to shoot an enemy. And then finally, the ultimate, the final judgment. Whenever the cheater's crosshair is moved,
so embarrassed and bad. That's actually the best one.
It automatically fires their weapon.
That is fire. That is, what a hero. What a goddamn hero. Can I reveal something? Dude, it got me kicked off. It got me kicked off in the story. Do you guys remember when I did the contract competition? The money would only go. This is the full VOD. And then like right around here, I think. The next run is the single fastest run submitted that had no breakable objects, no violin, no muffin, no bust. Bro, I made a whole big deal about this guy. I was like, this guy, this is the best run that was submitted that had no like glitches, no cheats, he was the only one that cheated. That's why he's not in my final video. Yeah, I got revealed after the fact that he actually used the aimbot or what. I used the thing that got rid of recoil. This is one of the greatest old school runners. A guy who's been running Hitman forever. Sad. And again, has a sort of, I guess I heard he has a moral code or something around boosts. He doesn't use them, even though it's an anything goes tournament. Bro, I talk about his moral code. Everyone's giga chatting his morals. Literally everyone in chat is giga chatting moral code. That's what they're saying in this fucking clip. So these shots, yeah, hits. Apparently he has, it's literally removed recoil from his gun. The pistols in Hitman have an unsteady aim for long distances. He just removed that, and it becomes really obvious. It's been proven to me. I asked to be sure because I thought it was so sick, and I want to put it in my video. You know what? And his time wasn't even gonna win. Like, there wasn't any money on the line, and it still cheated. It made me really sad. No, I didn't ask him about it. I don't want to make any drama. I'm only mentioning this now because it's been a month, or it's been like 2 months. I literally told the guys that told me about it, hey, don't make a big deal out of it. We won't give him any prize. We'll ban him. I don't want, because I didn't want the story of that video to be about cheating. I want it to be about all the fucking awesome runners. And definitely do not harass, reach out, say anything. I'm sure he's sorry, and as far as I know, he's done a lot of cool, awesome runs in the past. So do not make any kind of thing about it. Seriously, it's too. Okay, lots more. Are we back?
Covered more sophisticated.
Frame's still gone? We fixed? Quit spamming so much. You're overheating the servers. You guys are, my laptop that I stream off of is melting. You guys are, you're chatting too much. I have a 100-word essay due in the morning. Am I getting DDoSed by the cheaters? Oh no! No, I'm sorry, cheaters. This is, and I can't stress this enough, the greatest segment to have come from a sports broadcast that I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay? It's so low bar going in.
Yeah, because I told him I didn't want to get a certain vehicle because of the amount of gas I would have to spend. It cost like $80
to fill it up.
And he said, then you said,
when it gets to half, then you put $20, you bring it back to full.
Yeah. But if I keep doing, I would have to stop more often and still spend 80.
No, you wouldn't.
Why?
You're complaining about when it gets to 0, you spend 80, right? No. When it gets to half, you put 20. Then when it get back to half, you put 20.
Yeah, but I'll keep stopping, putting 20 in, and it'll equal 80, the same amount of gas. I'm driving the same amount of gas.
The average human stops once a week for gas. With you only work here twice. You would probably have to stop maybe once every 2 weeks.
This is bordering on what's closer, the West Coast or the moon.
No, I'm saying you're complaining about the $80. That's what the conversation about. You
but 4 times 20 is 80 because I'm going to stop 4 times.
No, you're not going to stop 4 times. No, you're not going to stop 4 times. Not in 1 week, you're not.
Anyway, the West Coast is closer than the moon.
If you let it get to 0, right? Monday through Friday, right? Then you got to pay 80.
He's not serious.
To fill it back up.
He's not serious.
Okay, but if you let it get to half by Wednesday, then you pay 20.
No, it won't get to half by. Right, by Wednesday it's going to be 40, and then on Friday it'll be 40.
Not 40, 20. It's going to be 20. It's going to be 20.
Not half.
I can't breathe. I'm going to throw up. I'm actually going to... I've never had that. I've never lost my ability to breathe. My throat closed up, dude. I actually couldn't. My brain couldn't fucking fathom it. That's crazy. Bro, Shaq, you are a successful businessman. I respect a lot of what Shaq has done. This has got to be fake.
Half of 80 is 40.
But no, listen what I'm saying.
I am.
You're complaining about the $80.
Yes.
Right? So at 0, okay, so
no question.
So right at full it's 80, right?
Yes.
So if it gets to half, that'll be 40, right?
No question
so
about
if
it.
you put 20 in, then you bring it back up to 3/4. Right?
No, if I put 20 in, it'll get to 1/4.
But it'll be 3/4. It'll be 3/4 full.
3/4 empty.
No, 3/4 full.
Wait, who's on first?
What's funny is like he's not even a little bit unsure. That's what's funny. Like if I am in this situation, if I'm Shaq and I'm confident about this, the first thing I'm thinking when everyone's laughing is like, I'm probably wrong. Wait, like what thing is up? Like I'm thinking, wait a minute, but he's not even a little bit unsure. You know what I'm saying? He's like explaining like he's talking to an idiot. He's like trying to like explain fucking basic math to a child. He's like, no, 1/4.
But who's on first?
Nobody travels more than me.
If nobody travels more than you, you should know this. You should have more stops at the gas station to figure this out. He literally thinks he won. He just ended the conversation by saying like he thinks he just won. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Oh, he's making a basketball joke? Nobody travels more than me? That's good. You know what? That's not clever. That's why he's the smartest person on that table. That's why, you know what? Everything I know tells me he's wrong, but I trust him. He seems too confident to not trust him. He seems like he knows something I don't. And so I'm going to switch sides on this one. I'm a sheep. I'm a sheeple. I'd vote for him. You have to see his moon clip. Wait, does he have a moon clip?
If y'all only knew it was Fed on break.
No, go ahead and say it.
The dude just asked us how long's the flight.
No. So I said it was really sad that the astronaut John Glenn died today. And he was an American hero. And American Shaq says, how long was that flight to the moon? How long was the flight to the moon?
We don't know.
No, you don't know.
No, you don't either. Don't look that far.
It don't look that far. That's to my point. If we go outside right now on 1015 Techwood Drive, I can't see California. But I know it's a 5-hour flight. If I go outside on 1015 Techwood Drive, I can see the moon. That's why I asked the question, how long is the flight?
This is it, man. Right? This is it, man.
What?
No, this is it,
Shaq.
Shaq.
That's actually undeniable logic. Bro, that actually is undeniable logic. I never thought of it like that. But there's no fucking... And everyone's clowning on me for saying I couldn't drive to the moon and get a moon burger. Everybody's clowning on me in the comments yesterday, saying I can't drive to the moon and get a moon burger. And then here we come, at my back. Uh-oh, Big Aristotle himself, Shaq, dropping the knowledge.
Well, he can't see California, so it got to be shorter. You said, oh wait, it got to be 3. You said it's shorter to the moon than it is California because you can see it?
Here in California is 5. I'm gonna add 5. I'm gonna say it's about 10, 11 hours. 10, 11 hours to the moon.
Man, just stop. It's not. Is it? Stop it. Somebody help me.
Just because you can see the moon and can't see California, it's a quicker flight?
It takes 3 days to get to the moon.
Oh, good.
So I said 10 hours, so I was 26 hours off.
All right, I'm done.
You were off a little bit.
Yeah,
But
I
if
was
you
way
miss
off.
your orbit, you might be out there for another 365 if you miss your orbit, brother.
Oh, for real?
Yes, sir. If you miss your orbit, you can play around.
Does he not understand how orbits work? He knows the moon orbits the Earth. What does he mean you miss your orbit? Did he just fucking self-own when he's trying to get Shaq? He said 365. Like the moon's shooting around the sun. Oh, that's good. Shaq is big. That's why he thinks the moon is close. He's so big. He's closer. He's literally closer than I am. The funniest part is you can tell Shaq's a little mad they're clowning on him. Anybody would be. You ever been in a group of friends and say something dumb and everyone's clowning on you? Even if you laugh along, you're mad a little bit. But the funny thing is he's less affected than almost anyone else would be. He seems still so confident, especially in that first clip. The first clip was crazy. He seemed to have zero self-doubt. Shaq tripping? Let's see.
And this is obvious. Get him, Kenny.
You set me up, Ernie.
What do you mean, me?
You set me up, Ernie.
Hey, I'm waiting on you, big fella. I'm waiting on you.
Okay, Ernie.
Don't blame me.
Yes, you did.
He wasn't tied around his leg, bro.
You knocked the whole set
You start wrestling live on TV. Bro, it's hard not to like Shaq, I gotta say. All his opinions I'm coming around on because he's a likable fella. You guys ever see, you probably are too zoomer for this. Shaq had a movie where he played a genie called Kazam. For some reason, when I was a kid, I rented it like a bunch.
Then I wish I had junk food from here to the sky.
Why not? Higher than high? Then you got junk food. From here to the sky. I am Kazam.
That's it? A Happy Meal?
This was grosser than I remember. I remember there being a bunch of candy and it was really cool. What a terrible wish. What a terrible wasted wish for a genie. Ton of food waste and rot and rats. And a couple pieces of candy you can eat. What an absolutely awful wish. I remember thinking this was cool when I was a kid, but it's actually not. The kid probably ate 1/1,000,000th of that before it fucking rotted. Anyway, the movie was terrible, and I remember Kazam saying, "Yeah, I did it for the money." I remember Shaq saying, someone interviewed Shaq about it. He's like, "Yeah, I was like 22, just joined the NBA. They offered me a fucking $500,000, and I did it." And I was like, you know what? I fucking respect that. This was, you know what? This lived up to it. This is actually one of the most funny things I've ever seen. I'm so glad I watched it. This is actually so fucking funny. Welcome to Marketing Monday. Today's topic, 20 or so trends that are changing the world right now. Let's start off by talking about everybody's favorite Lex Luthor impersonator, Jeff Bezos. So Jeff Bezos, back on the left here before he became this guy, was a 30-year-old Wall Street employee. He had a document land on his desk, and the document said the following. He came across the fact that the World Wide Web was growing at 2,300% a year. I decided to come up with a business idea where the internet could grow around it. Basically, in life, almost everybody kind of averages out to around a middle level of performance. And if you are a 65, 75 performer out of 100, but you're in an industry that's growing, if you have a wind behind you instead of against you, you're gonna see a lot of easier paths. Things are gonna do better. Your personal performance only matters as part of the equation, and a lot more of it is larger trends. So being on a good trend helps. And Jeff Bezos got in on the biggest trend of his lifetime, the growth of the internet, and Amazon became like the 3rd biggest company in the world. So he's got a hockey stick rule. If a trend is growing exponentially like a hockey stick, so I'll give you a little bit of background. I, being 6 million years old, came up with RTS games, and I love them. And I honestly believe, I feel lucky to have had StarCraft be the first esport I tried to go competitive in, because before StarCraft, I was a much lazier person. And I honestly credit this game, and probably Melee, for teaching me how to learn. And I applied it to everything in my life and got better at things. I swear to God. And by the way, I didn't want to play StarCraft. There was a friend who was older than me and he was cool. He liked it. And he like forced me to play it. And I didn't want to play it. And he forced me to play it and then he beat my ass. You know those friends that'll invite you over and then make you play a game they're good at and then beat your ass with them? And then because I didn't want to get my ass beat, I had to learn. But StarCraft is one of the hardest games in the world to learn. It's one of those games, one of the rare games where you can't cheese it. There's no cheat code. You have to do it well. Execution matters. Once I learned that, it changed my whole outlook on everything. Then I beat his ass consistently, and that felt good. When someone owns you at something and you go and grind and then you come back and you beat them badly enough that they never want to fight you again, that feels so good. And once I had that once, I think it changed my brain chemistry and it changed my entire life. And now I like hyper grind things all the time. I learned more about like all the stuff I did. Like I learned how to learn, and I feel like I owe it a lot, even though the games are not really that fun.
Real-time strategy just isn't popular anymore.
Sad.
Players and developers will never invest in making one. There's no way to monetize it. No loot boxes or season passes. When a new title releases, it comes and goes with little fanfare. The player base dissipates in a few months, it can't sustain competitive ladder, and the game dies.
Bro, not even
RTS
months.
is a relic of gaming's past. As a content creator, I hear people say these things a lot when talking about the future of RTS, and honestly, I think they're full of it. While I disagree on their diagnosis of why, they are correct about one thing. New RTS releases have been consistently bombing. I'm going to argue that the core problem with RTS right now
AoE did kind of well, but it is dead now, I believe. Like, it's pretty dead.
Stems not from the players, but from the developers. Over the last few months, I've been surveying groups of RTS players, ranging from casual to hardcore.
All 4 of
and
them.
I've received an absurd amount of feedback. The sample size of my data is currently 7,500 responses, an undeniably healthy data set. Using this data, my experience as a player and as a
You know what though? If you interviewed 7,500 RTS players, that is literally every RTS player in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? That's like half a Ludwig stream on a slow day. And that's like every single one. Because even when at the peak of AoE 4, when I was watching it, they were getting like, I don't know, 3K on the big streams.
So how many people are playing RTS right now in March 2022? The answer is way more than you think. Getting user data for games can be pretty difficult, so I'm going to have to focus on what is currently the largest RTS, StarCraft 2.
Still? StarCraft 2 is still the largest RTS? Oh, this game is old.
For the full year of 20... 2021, the average was 193.8 thousand, a 38.4% increase in number of ladder games played.
Whoa!
This growth is almost, unless something incredibly unexpected is happening with the math here, that means that StarCraft 2's active player base is consistently and reliably over 2 million monthly active users. This is almost 12 years after the game's release and 2 years of being with bare minimum support. This might come as a bit of a surprise, but even a decade after StarCraft 2's release, the large majority of players and viewers are casuals.
Oh yeah, this is 100% facts on racks on racks. I remember, so again, this friend gets me into StarCraft, right? But he is not a grinder. He just grew up with the game and he gets me into it, okay? And all he wants to play is these custom games, like, you know, the early versions of Dota or whatever. But he opened up by teaching me the game in 1v1s. And that's where I got my ass beat. And so that's what I wanted to play. So I'm like, no, let's play 1v1. And then I'd play and lose. And he's like, all right, let's play a casual game. And then I'm like, no, let's play 1v1s. And then I'd play and lose. He's like, all right, let's play a casual game. And I'd say, no, let's play 1v1s. And I'd play and lose. And I would just keep asking him to play me and beat my ass until I finally won. And then when I won, it was like, all right, fine, you won. Now let's play a casual game. And then I'm like, no, let's play. And then I'd beat his ass. And then all I wanted to do was him play me so I could beat him over and over again. And eventually they just stopped inviting me. And then the only person that would play me in the whole school was this Korean kid named Siwoo, who was actually good. And then he would play me. But then I kept grinding too much, and then even he wouldn't play me until I put up my autographed Suns basketball signed by Steve Nash as a part of a competition. This is a true story. Did I win? Yeah, of course I won. What did he put up? Nothing. Literally nothing.
Most people come into these games are, you know, Wings Heart. They play the campaign. We see about 80% of the people that love the campaign, and only 20% stick around for the hardcore multiplayer.
Bro, this ratio is true even in League of Legends. You'd think most players play ranked, right? It's not even close to true. If you're in bronze in League of Legends, you're better than like 80% of all players that play the game, because most players only play ARAM or normal. And then of the people that play ranked, you know, most are bronze, silver. So even in there, if you're gold, you're better than like 90. What other thing that StarCraft taught me that is that this like curve, this like 80-20 and then like a percentage of the 20 curve holds true for everything in life. And so like if you have gotten, I don't know, gold in Rocket League or something, you should zoom out a bit and realize that however much effort that took you, apply that effort to almost anything and you can get to the top 10%. Because most people don't try at anything. And then of the ones that try, about half are really bad. I'm not saying if you want to get to the best at anything, it's very difficult. And maybe you're going to need some kind of talent and a really dedicated practice. But if you want to get like good enough to beat almost anyone you'd see, it's really not that hard. It just takes a little bit of focused effort. And I think games taught me that, and I think it's a really good lesson. I think it's very motivating. This curve applies to anything. If you want to become a good chef, realize that just by trying for a month or two to be a good chef, like learning recipes, practicing, you're better than 80%. 80% of people don't try at all are terrible. And then from there, if you just grind a little bit harder, you're probably a gold level chef, right? Which means you're better than almost anyone. This advice does not apply to Twitch streaming. Well, Twitch streaming is a little different because there's you could be a great streamer with one viewer and no one notices it because there's no meritocracy and discoverability on Twitch. YouTube's a little better. I think I think Mr. Beast is kind of proof of the example that like you can grind your way to more appealing videos for the algorithm that then get shown to more people. I think it's totally possible.
Which brings us to error number 1 of most modern RTSs, focusing on competitive ladder and esports. With game releases like Grey Goo and Age of Empires 4, the focus was entirely on multiplayer. The campaign was an obvious afterthought. The AI was garbage, and at times it verged on unplayable. But this is alienating 80% of your audience.
Yeah, you gotta have a good campaign. People want the campaign. And one thing I'll say about StarCraft had great multiplayer, but it also had a fantastic campaign. StarCraft 2 and 1. It's a very good point. And then even if you only play the campaign, you know enough about the game that it's fun to watch the esport. You don't need to play online to watch. StarCraft, actually, I think we did a study back when I was at Twitch. StarCraft had one of the highest ever ratios of people that don't play that watch. Almost every other game, most of the viewers are players. But in StarCraft, a lot of people watching just like watching and they don't play it at all. Melee's probably a good example. Melee has a pretty shockingly low player base, but at the big tournaments, that's pretty good viewership because that's great story. Really hard games generally have this. Really hard but beautiful game.
In my polls, I asked how important it was for a game to have various aspects for people to give it a try. Here's the data for having a campaign, cooperative narrative content, ranked 1v1, and an active esports scene. So if ranked multiplayer is not the most important thing to an RTS title for most players, why do developers keep focusing on it? It's pretty simple: selection bias. Developers want to make the best product that they can, and very often bring on active and important members of RTS communities to help give those communities what they want. But if you're a community member who makes their livelihood because of RTS, you aren't going to be a representative sample of the actual audience.
True.
Being a literal RTS professional, be it player or content creator, makes you the definition of hardcore. I'm not saying it's wrong to create a game that caters solely to hardcore players, but developers should know that they are actively alienating a large portion of potential players by doing so.
I don't know why no RTS has done what StarCraft 2 did for their campaign, which had like a home-based RPG thing where you could buy custom upgrades for your troops between missions. It was super gangster. Everybody loved it. It was really cool. I don't know why nobody else has done it. Everyone loved it. Casuals loved it. Hardcore players loved it. People love upgrading, especially when they have choices. Oh, I get this, and now my fucking Marines have jetpacks. Oh, I get this, and now I have fucking tanks that shoot twice as far. And then I go into the mission and like I made a choice and it's interesting and it changes. People fucking love that shit. I don't know. It's like it's a freebie.
StarCraft players in particular love to talk about how freaking hard the game is. How a ladder match is like playing chess and piano at the same time.
Okay, well, don't watch my video about... There is no game that hard. Harder to master than chess. Yes, I think that. I think I spent like a fucking third of it saying exactly this.
People see these views when they're looking into a game to play, and it's not a good thing. It makes people hesitant to try out the game. They're not sure they want to spend the time it takes to learn when the community makes it seem like you need a PhD to build a barracks. I think this is part of the reason that the casual to competitive conversion rate is so low. People are intimidated.
My theory is this. Okay, RTS games came first, and they were popular as esports back when esports was a lot smaller. Then MOBAs came along, and the unique twist of MOBAs was that when you lose in a MOBA, you can blame your team. My theory is about the diffusion of blame, because when you lose in RTS, it feels really bad. It feels really bad because there's not much you can blame. And people blame everything because our minds aren't good at handling losses in 1v1s. Oh, your race is overpowered. Oh, Zerg's overpowered, Terran's overpowered, Poe's overpowered. Spawn location, they'll blame everything. But at the end of the day, it just doesn't feel right because the games are pretty balanced and they're pretty skill-based. And so you usually have to blame yourself, which sucks. And then MOBAs come along and you can blame your team. And it's like, holy fuck, this is awesome. Now I can lose and I don't feel bad at all. In fact, I'm playing every game perfectly and it's always my team. And that's awesome. That's great. And then even after that, MOBAs started getting disrupted by battle royales, which are 100 people with random everything, random loot, random drop point. So that when you die, it's not your fault, right? It's the shit they got. It's where your location was. It's never like a raw skill. Like battle royale is not a raw skill-based thing because there's so much randomness between what was going on. And so I think every new genre of popular game has to find a way to make it even more diffused to where you don't have to take any blame yourself if you lose. Because I think our brains aren't good at it. There's just too much pressure on the person and our minds crumble. You know, the dark future that I've been talking about that I think we're getting closer to, and it's a scary one, is where they start mixing in AI that is designed to lose and win at a certain ratio that keeps you addicted. EA patented the total immersion MMR system or whatever, where they like looked at the data and they found out that like if someone wins 3 games in a row, they're likely to churn out. They get bored. If they lose 3 in a row, they feel like it's too hard. They burn out. But if they win, lose, win, they're hooked. Or if they win, lose, lose, win, if you mix it in a little bit of time, they get hooked. And the future of that is like what they've done on like mobile PUBG, where you're not even playing humans and you don't know it. Where all your opponents are just AI that are designed to lose or designed to win at certain points, but like fake bots, basically. It's what I think we're going to appease the vast majority of the casual player base that make up the big money. This video might be too long. I think I got the point. And I also discussed everything they say. I think, I wanted to mention this, which you mentioned here. I think a good RTS, all the great RTS had this. They had a fucking editor where you could make your own maps. And the community went hog wild and created a fucking million custom fun maps And then all the casual players played it. And you got a bunch of free content coming out all the time, and everyone loved it, and it was super fucking fun. And then you play that, and then you could watch the esports still, and it's a big smile on your face, and you get to play atrioc Racing and Empire Earth, created by me, and it was genius, and I was 13, and I was better than any developer, and I was better than FromSoft, and I was better than Miyamoto, and someone should have given me a fucking paycheck because I invented atrioc Racing and it was fucking awesome. And Miyazaki himself actually said that he played atrioc Racing as a child and it inspired him to become a developer, and he wishes he could make a game as hard as it. You know, there is so Frost Giant Games is a bunch of ex-Blizzard developers that split off because StarCraft 2 was getting no support from Blizzard, and they're making a new RTS. And hopefully they learn some of this stuff and make a great game. I would love to fucking play it. And in fact, if you want a streamer to try it, give me a call. So I got a JMOOC story that I'm gonna tell you because I was supposed to sponsor him. Oh, before I get to that though, I got a gift and I want to shout it out. Genesis was the first event that I have been to since I had a stream. Everyone was really nice and it was cool. I took a bunch of pictures and stuff. But I also got people coming up to me and handing me things. And one guy grabs me by the arm. He grabs me by the arm and he goes, "Hey, Coffee Cow." "Coffee Cow, I got you this." And he hands me a tall Phil's coffee. And I was like, first of all, I don't drink coffee. Whether or not I'm the Coffee Cow is irrelevant, okay? But then I open it up and it's filled to the brim with sour candy. It was kind of hype. It was kind of a goated gift. Like, he knew I like sour candy. But the most insane gift I got, this was so fucking cool that I really wanted to shout him out. It's Max W Designs on Twitter. Makes the most sick controllers of all time and got me this. Dude, this is the nicest fucking controller I've ever had. I've never been, like I said, I've never been at an event where people ask me for pictures. Like every Smash tournament I've gone to before, I hang out with like Scar, people would give me the phone and say, "Can you take a picture of me and Scar?" That's what I thought was happening most times. And they're like, "No, Coffee Cow, glizzy hands." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I haven't been to an event in a while. I had a good time, met a lot of people. This was really fun. Sheik's never, ever, ever won an event. A solo Sheik has never won a major. And JMOOC, out of nowhere. Again, I've known about this guy for a while. I've been talking about JMOOC on my stream for a minute. About like over a year ago, I messaged him and said, "Hey, your Sheik is sick. It's doing things that no other Sheik is doing. And as you get better, it's going to be a problem." Because I also heard that he has trouble getting out of state. He has a hard time getting to tournaments. So I messaged him and I said, "I will fly you to any tournament you want. Just message me and I'll sponsor you and I'll pay for your flight and hotel for any tournament you want." And he said, "Awesome, thank you so much, appreciate the support." So come Genesis, I get there and he's already there and it's fine. And I assume he didn't want it. I found out from someone else that he was too shy. And then I was like, okay, well, if he's interested, I'll sponsor him for this event. And so I reached out during the event to JMOOC and I asked him, I was like, "Hey, do you still want to sponsor?" Like, all you have to do is wear the Enron hat on stage and I'm totally down. I'll pay for your flight or flight for the next tournament or what. I reached out to JMOOC at the tournament and he said, "For sure, I'll wear the Enron hat on stage." And so I'm pumped. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I don't care how much this costs. This will be so sick. This kid is 21. He's got no fucking idea what Enron is. So he messages me, "Yeah, for sure. Is Enron like a D's nuts joke?" He didn't know. And I was like, no, it's not. No, it's merch. It's merch. He's like, "Okay, cool, I'll wear it." Day 3, he makes top 8. Okay? Unheard of. JMOOC is like the lowest seed. He was seeded like 45th or something. A seed that low has never made winner's side of top 8 fucking ever. In all the tournaments I've watched. Here's how he plays. Incredible posture, setup, headphones on his head, focused, big jug of water. And he's just worried that it's gonna distract. So there's 2 options when he said that. The first one is like, excuse me? Put the fucking... The first option is to be an asshole to this player that I admire and want to win. The second option is to be like, "Yo, of course, don't worry about it, please. Go out there, have a great game. Good luck, Godspeed. I chose option 2. And then he goes out there and plays an amazing game, gets to the grand finals. So I regretted it 0. You know, I'm just a fan. To be honest, I'm just a fan. I want to support him however I can. And, okay, right after the tournament's over, like right after grand finals is over and he lost, he goes out, he smiles, he waves to the crowd, and he points to me and it says, give me the hat. And I gave him the hat and he goes on stage and does like a cool, and I got photos of it. Yeah, so I'm like literally front row for all of Jmook's sets, and I'm losing my mind. Screaming, jumping, fist pumping. I did turn around at one point and flick off, not the crowd, but this fucking child. Which maybe is worse. I'll explain, and it'll make sense, because that child owed me money, okay? I was farming a child for money and then flipping them off. So you get it now? From the moment Jmook appeared on stage, I stood up in my chair, I turned around to the crowd and I said, I will bet any amount of money on any game for Jmook. The first set that Jmook appeared was Jmook versus None, which generally most people thought None would win. None was like the favorite. He was higher seed, he's more well known, he's beaten Mewtwo King. And so I made a fuck ton of money off of Jmook None. Dude, there is these 2 fucking kids who were pooling their money to bet against me. They lost all their first bets, but they kept coming back. And they kept coming back with these fucking wild ass offers. And they'd walk up to my chair in the front row and be like, okay, how about 7-1 Hungry Box 3-0s? Or something like something, just some random fucking bet where they always got crazy odds. The big one I lost was the final bet, which I think was like 5-1 or 7-1. Maybe it was just 3-1. Either way, I got bad odds. It was odds against me, and they were like, Zane's gonna 3-0 Jmook in the finals. And I was like, bro, Jmook ain't getting 3-0'd in the finals. I'll bet you on that. And then Jmook picks Fox game 3, and I like feel like someone punched me in the gut, dude. Some guy bet me that IBDW would 3-0 Jmook. That's what the bet was. They were like, IBDW's gonna 3-0 Jmook. Jmook's getting owned here. And I was like, dude, listen, IBDW's good. He's not gonna 3-0 him. I'll do that boy. And he was like, dude, Jmook's about to get his ass beat. It's over. And he bet me on that. So it was the easiest bet I made. And I flipped him off because he was like talking shit about Jmook. But anyway, after every sick combo that Jmook would do, Aiden would run over to my seat and we would hug. Like the war was ending. We were in the front row of the tournament, hugging and crying. And it's like, I don't even fucking like Aiden Sheik half the time, dude. I've talked many shit on Aiden Sheik. But on this day, it was like Jmook was the Sheik that was promised, is what I said. And that's me being a Game of Thrones nerd. That nerd. And then we were like pointing out random shit like, look at his posture. His posture is better. You can't stop his posture. Look at the water jug. He's better hydrated.
Such a smart option there, because you know that None was trying to act out of that knockdown situation as quickly as possible. Yeah. So throwing out the down tilt.
Yeah, there's me right there.
Wow.
I love 2-0.
Okay, so you can see it right here. Yeah, first I popped the fuck off.
Option there, because you know that None was trying to act out of that knockdown situation as quickly as possible.
Let's go.
Yeah. So throwing out the down tilt.
Who's like way over here, runs up to me, grabs me by the collar and says, did you see that? Did you see that? Edge cancel downer! By the way, so I went to dinner, and one of the people at the dinner was Zane, who ended up winning the tournament. And I asked Zane the night before, I was like, bro, what do you think about Jmook? He was like, yeah, Jmook's really good. I was like, you think he can beat you? And he looks me dead in the eye and goes, no. Like pure Giga Chad. And I was like, what odds? If you get played him in 100 sets or whatever, he's like 10%. If he's on a good day for him, 10%. By the way, at that point when he said that, Jmook had never lost a set to Marth ever. Jmook had never lost a set to Marth ever on stage. And Zane said 10%. But anyway, at this dinner, so we're at a place called Original Joe's, which is like one of the weirdest restaurants I've ever been to in my life. And I want to order breakfast for dinner. because I'm quirky like that. And the waitress looked around to make sure like her manager wasn't around. And she goes, we're not really known for our breakfast. All right, I'll get the burger. I'll have a burger. Because I've never had that happen to me. I've never had a waitress like warn me that their food was gonna be awful. And Taffa was sitting near me and he ordered the same thing, the original Joe burger. She comes back with, apparently, there are 2 items in the menu called Original Joe. The Original Joe burger and the Original Joe, which is like a disgusting combination of weird green mush. Why are those both named the same thing? He gets that, and it's the end of the night. So he's like, I ordered a burger. And she's like, oh, you got the Original Joe, right? And he's like, well, I wanted the Original Joe burger. And Tafo's like the nicest human ever. He's like the nicest, like, oh, no trouble kind of guy. He's like, oh, she's like, oh, I'll take it back. She's like, I'll take it back. I'll get you a burger. He's like, oh, no trouble. I don't want you to have to fire up the grill again. I'll eat this. So he looks down at his disgusting plate of disgusting food and he like grabs his fork and he's like ready to dig into it. And then she comes back and she's like, here, I'll make it better for you. And she comes back with a plate full of mushrooms. Not like 10 mushrooms. I'm talking about like 60 to 70 mushrooms. And dumps it on his food. She dumps 7, like she covers it. Top to bottom with This is 100% factual. I am changing no aspects of this story. She dumps 70 mushrooms on top of his green mush. And Tavo just picks up his fork and starts to dig in, dude. Did he like it? I think not, but he didn't say it. He didn't finish, I'll tell you that. If it was really good, he would have finished, you think? That was the breakfast. That was the Original Joe's bacon and eggs. Ew, there it is. Ew, someone found it. Dude, this is literally it. This is the Original Joe's. Makes me want to vomit. Oh, it makes me want to vomit just looking at it. I was on my flight back and the captain announced that like while we were flying that masks were no longer required. And it's like COVID sucks and you don't want people to get it. So I wore mine. But I can understand if you're the person who has, you know, you're a little more touchy about that stuff and whatever. The point is, that's the rule of the land. You don't have to wear it. But you don't gotta fucking cheer, dude. And people all throughout the flight, including this old guy next to me, started fucking cheering, clapping, and like ripping it off. Like they've been... I thought that was so weird. Like they got fucking released from prison, dude. You're no longer required to wear a mask. And the guy next to me's like, before the sentence is even done, tossing it away like he'll never use it again. And fucking, yeah! Yeah! I can't think of anything else from Genesis I want to say, but I just want to say overall, I had a fucking fantastic time. I'd do it again. I'm going to go to more Melee stuff this year as it opens up. And I'm excited to see more if anyone's there. check the Reddit real quick. But you understand, right, that we don't just jump to the Reddit. Some sort of communal voice that we all rise up and sing. Before we go to Reddit, we sing the iconic Reddit song. Sing it with me, chat.
It's time for Reddit with atrioc. So let's go see what memes are at the top. Are this week's posts fire or flops? So go join r/atrioc.
What do we got on the Reddit? Checking top of the week. Starting with Mr. Atrioc, is it? Another letter came in just for you. Hello, Big A. It came to my attention that you missed my birthday because of your addiction to Elden Ring. Even though I am very sad, I am willing to forgive you completely if you play Club Penguin with me. Poggies. Now I know what you're gonna say. Dylan, how can you expect me to play Club Penguin without any drip? Not exactly what I was gonna say. Dylan, I don't think I really want to play Club Penguin, champ. Just want to take a moment and say you too, Tim Interrante, because he dropped the VOD frogs. But guess what? Everyone here is live, so we can fire back. In fact, just for the VOD frogs. And that's why we all agree to put aside our differences. We were just talking about that, VOD frogs. Thank you for tuning in. I made a portrait of Big A, except it's a mosaic made out of hundreds of pictures of glizzies. This is just what we needed. What an insane thing to do. I don't have a fucking follow-up to that. I wish you hadn't done it. That's what I would say. New profile picture. You know what's funny? This photo, my Twitter profile picture, is also my profile picture at work. Some people on my team made fun of me. Because they're like, why are you so laid back in your profile? Like, everyone else's photo is like a straight-laced corporate photo. And mine's like, like, why are you so chill in your photo? My boss's profile picture is Rick from Rick and Morty. That's sick, dude. No wonder he's the boss. That's the funniest response. S3K, Season 8, Episode 24 leaked. Blu-ray rip. Your fingers are too big for your brains. Live streaming as a whole was a mistake. Not just for me, for humanity. It was like inventing live streaming was a mistake. Sometimes this stuff makes me worried. But when I get fan art like this, that really put a lot of heart and effort into it, I think, wow, it was all worth it. Dripped out for next Marketing Monday. Oh, sheesh. And the dog. Dog's got 1,000-yard stare. He's flashing back to the days of Enron. Congrats on 300K. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. I did a video with Rizzo. YouTube was trying to guess the ranks of normal Rocket League players. I did this as a favor, bro. I did it. This is off-stream content that I recorded as a favor. And his editor hits me with this. By the way, I guessed every one of them wrong by like a mile. Congrats on 300K YouTube channel. Yeah, we got 300K. I'm pretty stoked about it. Although I think the other ones that really matter are 100, 500, and 1 million. This past week has been the biggest week in my YouTube channel's history by far. And it's not even just the new vids. Like, the Hitman video did well and the Hunter video did well, but all my old vids are getting more views. I don't know. It's sick. It's dope. I like YouTubing more than streaming, to be quite honest. Not that I don't like streaming, but it's sometimes stressful with the time and everything. But you make a good video and you're done. The work's done, and then people just enjoy it. And if it weren't for some of the dumbest humans on the planet being YouTube commenters, it would be flawless. The only downside is that literally Susan would just keep YouTube, takes every YouTube video that gets uploaded and shows it to a room full of the dumbest people on earth before anything else happens. She walks into a room where it's like, we've gathered the world's stupidest. And she hands him an iPad and says, comment on this. This is the face of a true gamer. I'm grustling, dude. Holy shit, this is my wedding photo. Went to the zoo and the orangutan exhibit reminded me of someone. Looks nothing like it. There's no similarity. Shark Tank entrepreneur breeds. You son of a bitch, I'm out. That's actually fire. Damon does not like to get in on these pitches. Found a Big A fan in the wild. Wait, are you referring to the Hitman speedrun phrase, back to Paris, in your activity? It's not a Hitman speedrun phrase. It's just my chat making fun of me for when I go back to Paris. It's not like everyone says back to Paris. My man, I love the big GH. Just say I like his content. Why is every one of these screenshots is always like, oh, you know the Glizzard? You know the G8? No, it's like, bro, yeah, I watch atrioc. I like Brandon. He's got good content. That's all you gotta say. Hi, Maisie. Can't wait for you guys to get to LA. So if you guys don't know, Linkus and Maisie are dating. I think they've already said it. I don't know. If I'm leaking, he already said it. So, and he's been doing a subathon where he's been going hard in the paint for a long time. And he told me that she said she was kind of sad because they can't hang out. And he said, here's a link to my stream. That's the most insane shit I've ever heard. Confirm it already, Big A. This is you. And it's obviously Jake Hurwitz, but for some reason, this better not be real. Bro, it's actually, oh. This is Jake Hurwitz is the name of the, hey, atrioc fan, let's do these things special for Big A. Let's try to get atrioc's face on Google. People search for Jake Hurwitz. So shout out Big A for the dividends. Keep up the grussel. And you got an NVIDIA dividend paid of 1 cent. That's the grind. That's passive income. These dividends will add up. This reminds me, I was talking about stocks with someone else, and Cutie Cinderella was like overhearing. And then she came up to me later and she was asking me about stocks, and she's like, what should I invest in? Because this is what I'm currently doing. And she showed me, and all she was doing is taking her excess stream money and buying Coca-Cola stock. And she was like, because it pays a dividend. And like, that is literally the most I'm 95 investor strategy. It's the most boomer strategy. And so I told her, okay, well, listen, I don't know. I can't tell you exactly what to invest in. But one of the things I'm thinking of as like something as a safe investment is Amazon. Because Amazon's a company that keeps reinvesting in their own company. They're growing. 2 months later, she comes over where I am and she's angry. And she's like, you told me to buy Amazon. And she bought it like at the absolute peak and it was down like a little bit. Not even like, she bought it at like $3,300 and it was down to like $3,220. And she's furious. She's like, I could have bought Coca-Cola and I bought Amazon and I'm not rich. But she's not joking. And it's like, okay, I didn't say buy Amazon for 2 months and make 100% of your money. I said buy Amazon, hold it for 10 years, and then get some of the dividend. And by the way, I don't even know, what was Coca-Cola at in that time? Let's find out. Holy shit. Should have bought Coca-Cola, dude. This queen was right. It's up 60% past year. Over the past 1 year, Amazon not as good. Cutie's in chat. Cutie, I have to apologize. Your all Coca-Cola strategy was genius. You owe me money. I heard atrioc was doing a Glamour Eye album, so I made cover art, and it's like a bloodstained Gucci. I think we just need a katana. I think you need a katana in front of this on this background, and that's the art. That's actually fire. Whoa. You know, I used to hate NFTs, but now that I've seen this, now that I'm wearing a College Humor shirt and an Enron hat, maybe I'm an NFT guy now. Imagine if this was my profile picture were. Oh, I can't think of something cringier. Oh my God. Is this fan art of Spoon Trioc? That's a first. That's crazy. You're a talented artist. Wait, why the did you draw this? You can shade, you can do it. You're a talented artist. Why would you ever draw Spoon with arms in my face? Kevin O'Leary creating the most lopsided royalty deer you've ever seen. We're getting Shark Tank memes on here now, but this one is really funny. Just wanted to share the joy that atrioc brings to even his littlest fans. Samurai Jack, thank you for the 4 months. It's my doggo's birthday and he loves you. Happy birthday, Smokey. Your dog loves my content.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Is it Marketing Monday, Andy?
Are you a Marketing Monday, Andy?
Oh, that's cute. Oh my God, he is a Marketing Monday, Andy. actually best Twitch frog. He's probably a backseater. Flash forward 3 hours. Smokey's typing. Actually, you should use the Moonveil Katana because it has the best int to dex ratio. Oh, wait, one more thing. Nice Face Man made a playlist of every single Atrioc song that he could find. If you have one that didn't get added, feel free to add it. Elden Ring time? With exactly 30 minutes left? Yeah, we'll fight one boss or something. We can go a little late. It's Friday. Now let's see what we got in the subreddit. History of adventure games. How this game controls your heartbeat. Pitch Perfect 237. What the f is this?
The first time I saw Pitch Perfect, it was 2013. I was a senior at a barber college. I was studying to become a barber.
You also said you had a great stream idea instead of CSGO, where we each add 50 of our favorite songs and then remove songs from one another until we have 100 agreeable songs, and then we can use it for the wedding.
When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change.
UK drill song. What do you think that's gonna be? Ambulance siren is the beat. I'm not gonna play this in my. Today we were gonna watch best CS:GO moments with Punch, but unfortunately, he fell asleep. I messaged him at 6 o'clock, which is the time we were supposed to do it. Are you still available for today? And then he waited an hour and then said, I had an alarm set for 5:45, no lie, it did not go off. I'm sweating like a dog in a blanket. What's the expression? I didn't respond. He said, sweating real bad, I'm really sweaty, I need to shower right now. Real hungry too. Also, this is perfect. You have time to add those dope ass emotes, dude. To add these two emotes. What purpose would these emotes serve? Punch!
Hello?
She made it quite far.
You roasted the messages and then didn't reply to them.
curiosity.
Okay, well, you can't believe that? It's unbelievable to you that I wouldn't reply to
Oh,
that.
is that incredulous?
Is that, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We have a
Don't
stream
take my
ID.
tone of voice. Don't say is that, I'm saying is that incredulous.
I can't believe it. That's crazy. Yeah, no, it is crazy.
It
Because
is.
it's like,
I
you
didn't
told
say
me
it was
when
crazy.
to do the stream.
You didn't show up on time. You were asleep.
I was an hour late.
Stop using the wrong tone of voice. You keep using a tone of voice like you're incredulous with me, but you keep saying things that are the opposite of that. You're agreeing with what I'm saying. The messages you sent me, there's so many messages here, and they're all, there was one where you said, quote, Donald Trump voice.
Is Friday still the day for the thing? We're doing it Friday.
Okay, well.
All right. Here's the deal. I want to know how much time you have to see if we can actually do.
No. I work at 10. I work at 10.
Are you
Yeah,
West
you
Coast?
guys said- Yeah.
West Coast, California.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to disagree with that? I don't know what you... Yes, that is the West Coast. I don't...
All right, you passed my test.
No.
You passed my test. All right, you move on to the next round, and I'll give you that one.
So those two new emotes, you said, what do they represent? And were you serious?
What,
Like,
what I meant, what context would I be using those? Why did you ask me to put them in, and how did you see people using them? Give me one sentence. Give me one situation where everyone's gonna spam the cheesesteak head.
Dude, that was so atrioc cheesesteak.
Dude, that's so atrioc cheesesteak. I'm looking back at it. There's so many messages I didn't even see in here. You have sent me dozens and dozens of messages, and I've sent you, yo, you want to do this on Friday? And then you respond with 90 different tangents. Hello, Brandon, my good friend. Please tell me what this is. And it's just a Fortnite dance of the Wu-Tang Clan.
I needed you to tell me what that was. I was legitimately confused by that. Why the fuck is Wu-Tang Clan in Fortnite?
Oh man, that's the atrioc cheesesteak moment if I ever heard one. I don't know.
They made me atrioc cheesesteak out loud.
Like out loud. And I might even atrioc potato chip blunt.
No, that was atrioc funny. That was atrioc funny.
What a terrible name for fucking chip bag smoking a blunt. Atrioc funny. Are you even ready? Like if you were awake, do you even have clips? You know, it's been like a month. We did this off for
It's been 6 months. It's been half a year. It was announced like half a year ago.
Yeah, it's been like 6 months. Do you even have
To
clips?
answer your question, not really, no.
You also said you had a great stream idea instead of CSGO, where we each add 50 of our favorite songs and then remove songs from one another until we have 100 agreeable songs, and then we can use it for the wedding. Why don't we bring 50 songs each, and we have to get it to a 50-song playlist? We pick the best ones from each one, and that way there's not a lot of extra work. Wedding acoustic songs right now.
Just the Way You Are, Bruno Mars. Song number 1. This is why I said we do this off stream.
LMFAO on loop. LMFAO Party Rock Anthem Acoustic.
Is there an acoustic?
I'm gonna find out.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we don't make you lose your mind.
In the club, party rock. Are you looking for your girl? She's on the non-stop when we're in the spot. Booty moving weight like she's on the block.
We got one. We have one wedding song confirmed. That's fire. Let me just see the big acoustic if that's real.
I heard that vibe from this video already.
Big pimpin', baby. Big pimpin' spinning cheese. Thug, I'm home from love. But out of love, I need a big mile of hug. Keep looking good. What the reason?
Okay.
Please stop that.
Okay, I had to stop it because it's too good. I don't want to spoil it for the wedding. That's two. Two down. Two down for the playlist. It only has 5,000 views. It only has 3 comments, and one of them is you changed practically all the lyrics. Sad face.
They want him to like remain true and say the N-word.
This guy was.
Bro, it's like the artistic integrity of the song is completely ruined. You don't want to say it, bro.
Tiki never hinted to do that. What other song would be a perfect fit?
Great band.
Song is so f***ing like, if I want my wedding to feel like a CVS.
It will.
If I want to shop for fucking Sour Patch Kids. Before a movie, I'll play this song.
Please stop talking shit about Jason Mraz. No, it's not generic. It's
This is the most generic song. Okay. No, that's a pass. Down with the Sickness acoustic cover. Now, wait a minute. Bad.
Yours was better.
I don't know that is gonna make the list. Maybe. So we have 2.5. So I don't know. And you brought one song, which is Chasing Cars, which I don't think is a good choice.
And Just the Way You Are, Bruno Mars.
Just the Way You Are.
Type in Just the Way You Are Nightcore.
Just the Way You Are Nightcore. I'm gonna send her this photo and say us.
Us. Yeah.
I can't believe your whole music taste comes from the Target playlist.
What the?
All right. What else? What else we got? What else could be at this wedding?
Yeah. Type Down by Jay Sean. It features Lil Wayne.
Down
Lil Wayne
by
says, I'm
Jay
down like
Sean.
the economy. Do you remember that?
That's a bar. I mean, that's probably an 09. Yeah, this is an 09. All right, let's gas this baby up.
Baby, are you down, 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 down? Even if the sky is falling down.
Yo, gas this one up.
Yeah, it's like 6 bars. I wonder what you got paid for that. Down like the economy. This is what you want to hear from Lil Wayne right as you lost your house.
I was looking at a playlist. We Fly Highs on there. We Fly High falling.
Oh, We Fly High acoustic? There's no We Fly High acoustic cover. This UK drill song. Now, why do you think that's gonna be? Why do you're begging for me to listen to that? You're begging for me to listen to that, but you know that's not gonna be in my wedding.
They're groveling.
You are on your knees begging for me to play Guacamole and COD Lucci Money's Mayday. Guacamole. And you want this to be at the wedding. All right.
I'm a sick boy, so crash one's playing. Check my resume, I don't play no games. When I get nicked from, I say no names.
See my Aunt Sarah just vibing with this, dude. This is for the wedding.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we do that. We put in the work, put in the hours and take what's up. Coming at you with a stream on us.
So that's a lock. That one for sure.
Was that made for you? Was that like
I think that's
fan song?
No, I think it was made for Ari when she's walking down the aisle.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm really proud of you, actually. You haven't recommended a single Weezer song yet. So proud of you.
Let's see. I might put a Weezer song on the list. Weezer, Orchid Beans acoustic. Tay Zonde did a Orchid Beans acoustic. The Chocolate Rain guy?
I'm Brian.
And I'm Tay. They say I need some Rogaine to put in my hair. Working out at the gym to fit my underwear. I ain't got a thing to prove to you.
Damn, this is 2008 YouTube, and this has more views than anything I've ever done on my channel. What is Water Falls?
The one thing proposed to
Don't go chasing waterfalls, even for the rooms in the bus at the bottom.
Yeah, that's gotta be in there too. All right. Yeah, this would be appealing to nobody but me, none of these. How about, here we go. What makes an Optimus Prime dubstep remake? Oh shit, that goes so hard. That has gotta be at the wedding. This song will get rid of all the haters and fakes.
Bullying, knock it off. Racism, knock it off.
that'd be savage.
I forgot about savage. That's a very 2018 Fortnite era word. Are you going to bring back savage?
That'd be so
That'd be
savage.
so savage.
Will you go beast mode at your wedding? Yo, it's-
Yeah, I think I'll probably go beast mode. I mean, it's your wedding. You're going to get a lot of time to go beast mode. That's
so for the win. Dude, I'm so glad.
It's epic is what it is. Big A, you need this hate being sober cover. Hate being sober, Chief Keef.
Damn, I hate being sober. I'm a smoker. Fat on trigger, dead on my water. Cause we can't go sober.
That was unpleasant to not listen to. I can't wait to put it on loop. You gotta bump this at your wedding. What's this?
I'm not gonna, I got like 3 times sweatier. I need to take a shower and go to work.
Why are you sweating so much?
It's hot. I'm wearing like 2 pairs of sweatpants too.
Why are you doing that if you're so sweaty? You're not even on camera. You don't have to wear 2 pairs of sweatpants. This is... All right. Well, if you gotta go to work, any final song you want to put on the list? Wait, what about this one? Apple Bottom Jeans metal version. Okay, no, wait, give it a chance. That actually kind of rules. It actually goes hard as hell. That's on the list. All right, you gotta go. You said you have one more song. I'm sorry, I missed it.
I didn't, but I mean, if you're forcing me to pick one, probably just El Beeper. So. I don't think the video's good to watch on stream, but sorry.
This I feel like this would be racially motivated. Her family's Latino. Like, if this is the one song I put on there with Spanish language, this is me reaching out to them. This is just me in a fucking sombrero putting this song on. No, I don't think so, Punch. But thanks for your 3 suggestions. Those were really fucking game changers.
Chasing Cars is really fucking good.
Yeah,
it doesn't
no, I
deserve
know.
The target
I
backlash
do.
that you just gave
I
it.
do. I love Chasing Cars. Beatles Nightcore. This is what they would have wanted. The Beatles broke up because the technology didn't exist to make this. This is their dream. This has to be in the playlist.
Somebody's hiding.
Holy shit, he hits those. Damn, I got chills. Kevin Mason, I want you at the wedding. I want you on stage. I want you in these glasses with this hairstyle, and I want you to sing this song. Everyone's eyes. There don't be a single dry eye in the building. I literally will click one more.
Quit trying to take me to task, 'cause I don't want to wear a mask or take a vaccine that could maybe make me die. Check it, check it.
This is testing the biggest TikTok day traders course.
Shame. Some people have it, some people do not have it, evidently. Some people need alcohol to be shameless. Despite the efficiency of the market, the day trading gurus of TikTok claim you can make millions in the stock market with the purchase of their course. For me, the
so
stock
corny.
market made Christmas come late.
Holy think that is one of the corniest things I've ever seen. Staging that for TikTok in a full suit, yeah!
I decided to find the day trading course with the most obnoxious marketing and outlandish claims so we could ideally find some revolutionary trading strategy that will make us all rich. And so your boy can get some, maybe something from a thrift store for his relatives. This lifestyle is not being sustained by day trading. How do I know? Because this guy who...
I just want to see this guy's TikTok. When traffic in the city is bad, I take a helicopter to my office so I'm not late for the stock market open.
How do I know? Because this guy who claims to live in a Beverly Hills mansion with 4 supercars and a private helicopter tells you in the course that he trades with a $50,000 portfolio.
I actually trade with a $50,000 portfolio.
Which is just so shameless, it's actually commendable. It's actually respectable because he could have just lied in this video and said his portfolio was much bigger to give this any tiny amount of credibility. You can't make hundreds of thousands of dollars every year trading with a $50,000 portfolio. And when I say you can't do it, I mean it is mathematically impossible. Impossible. I'm sure most of my viewers know intuitively that this return is just too large to be repeatable or sustainable in any capacity.
When I realized that most people watching this video are trying to escape their 9-to-5 jobs, and I'm one of the only people who can actually help them succeed in doing so. My face went. What a piece of shit, dude.
Long story short, not a chance this lifestyle is being supported by a $50,000 portfolio. It's being supported by me, buying this. Take this giant Beverly Hills house. Let's assume you own this place outright, trading with 50 grand and assuming a 50% annualized return. Better than any fund in the entire world. I don't even think you'd be able to afford your property tax. Please, please, please don't harass this guy. Views and comments on these TikToks will just further push these videos to the algorithm.
Oh, you know those 3 cryptos that'll go to the moon in 2022? Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. He said not to harass him, and I'm immediately going to his page. Give me the cryptos that are going to the moon. This guy posts all the time. Holy shit. I can't find the cryptos that are going to the moon. Dude, I think we missed our boat. When you spend 20K to charter a private jet to go buy your dream 200K supercar. Wait a minute. Wait. Dude, this felt like you filmed like 400 fucking videos on the same trip. Excuse me? Wait, it's the same thing right here. Hopping on a private jet to go buy a 200K sports car. When you're spending $100 per minute to fly private so you can stay focused. Wait, it's the same thing. He sat on the tarmac for 15 minutes and filmed 50 TikToks. You know you can rent these. It's just service. Like, it's like, I think it's in LA. You could just, I've done it for my family to show that I'm doing well. You can literally just rent to spend on the tarmac for 5 minutes and take a bunch of photos. You can't take a private jet to buy a supercar you saw at a dealership, then keep grinding. This is him getting on. This is him getting off. It's the same fucking airport. You can see in the background. Same airport, same time of day, same sky. Too bad she broke up with me. Because she's broke and I'm up. Damn. Let's learn more here. Let's learn more, okay? This guy knows what he's talking about.
Let's just laugh about it here, and please don't buy the course. I do it for you guys. I do it so you don't have to, and so I can make money from this video.
So you can hide all the tricks for yourself. No, I get it. You found out that it does work. It makes you millions. It's the greatest day trading course of all time, and you don't want us to know. So you made this fucking propaganda video to keep a great trader down.
I don't want to show too many clips from the course, but let me just break down the claimed golden setup. We check through all the companies in the NASDAQ 100 and look for companies where the share price has bounced off this 180-day moving average multiple times. What we would do is put this stock on our watch list and wait for it to correct back down to the 180-day SMA, at which point we would buy roughly a 30-day in-the-money call option before the stock makes another bounce. Every single intuition I have about the efficiency of the stock market tells me there's no way this will work. An opportunity this simple just shouldn't exist. It's so absolutely inconceivable this will work that it might actually work. I decided to allocate $5,000 of my Patreon portfolio to testing this golden setup. After finishing the course, I started building a list of stocks that appeared to be bouncing off the 180-day simple moving average. This is the golden setup as described in the course. I landed on XLNX. We can see the stock appear to bounce off the 180-day simple moving average as validation. I decided to buy an in-the-money call with 30 days until expiration like he describes in the course. Come Monday, the entire market was down, our support level didn't hold, and I'd lost $700. Everybody have a good laugh? I decided to open a second position in EXC. We could see a very similar setup forming, the 180-day SMA being tested a few times. I bought 4 more in-the-money calls with 30 days until expiration.
Surely.
What were the results of these 2 trades? Surprisingly, we actually made money.
Oh, it works!
Which definitely makes me look like a dumbass. Fucking goddamn it. Yes, we made money. Clown me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We made money. And if I would have followed the risk management outlined in the course, we would have lost money. But I didn't because I have a minor gambling problem. It was complete luck. A Christmas miracle. So I'm just gonna quickly break down why the strategies in this course are dangerous, and you can clown me in the comments down below. Every strategy outlined in this course...
Already stopped listening, bro. Okay, I've already bought fucking 2 copies of this course. One for me, one for my future son that I'm gonna have, so I can have him follow in my business. And I've already invested all of my net worth. I'm literally converting the Prime subs that I'm getting right now into my Robinhood account as we speak, so I can burn it and use public.
There is actually not one lesson about hedging or diversification. And I don't give a fuck. I don't do either of those things. But you're telling people that you're the greatest trader of the 21st century and then offering them an incredibly risky trading strategy that will violently implode if it hasn't already. In fact, I would bet that 95% of the people that have consistently used this strategy in the past month have lost most of their money. I think it's okay to trade this way as long as you recognize what it is and what it isn't. It is degenerate risk-taking with extra steps, where you're leveraging to the tits in NASDAQ exposure with 0 hedges or downside protection. And don't think for a second that losing $700 makes my balls tingle. But imagine if your entire portfolio was built up of these trades. This is being marketed as the secret strategy of one of the best day traders in the world. That makes people think this is somehow safe. The reality is that using this strategy, one red day and your entire portfolio implodes. Long story short, to the surprise of no one, there's no...
But stocks only go up, so what the fuck are you talking about? Is this guy stupid, or is he doing like satire? I don't get it. I feel like the guy making this video is like, did I just checkmate him, or is he just stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like, stocks only go up, so you always make money.
If there was, they'd be printing millions of dollars every year instead of making comparatively much less selling courses. In reality, I'm just bitter because I made money after I denounced it, and I can't even make money when I try. Now I look like an idiot. But hey, looks like Christmas is coming for me as well.
Wow! That was funny. Yeah, those are huge scams. Massive, massive scams. So, if you guys don't know, we're watching one episode of Shark Tank from every single season. The best episode. To see if we can learn business by observing Damon John saying, I'm out to every possible proposal for 10 years. We are on season 5, and we're going to watch the most popular episode of season 5, taking place in 2013. Shark Tank time!
Billionaire founder Paul Mitchell, John Paul
Wait, what?
DeJoria joins
New
the Sharks.
Shark?
Is in retail
Rory's
sales
got the
today.
most self-made
John
background.
Paul DeJoria
She's not
is
a billionaire, just a millionaire.
philanthropist and
And
entrepreneur
she makes the best
behind widely
investments.
known luxury brands such as Paul Mitchell and Patron.
What a jackass, dude. That was your intro? This is the new guy? You got a supermodel secretary to walk down the hall with him, showing him fake numbers? That's your intro? John Paul DeJoria 1? You're so rich, couldn't get a fucking your own username on Twitter? Wow, only 27K followers. Sorry, you're not clouded up like me and Stans. You retweeted Genius Network saying standing ovation for John Paul DeJoria. What a brilliant man. So inspiring. Thank you. Hashtag Genius Network. John Paul DeJoria on Russia-U.S. tensions. Communication should be mandatory at Fox Business. Communicate this ratio. Is he dead? Wait, is he dead? I don't want a ratio with dead guy. No, he's alive, dude. He's just a rich billionaire boomer.
Hello, Sharks. My name's Kevin Tibbs.
And I'm Tim Barker.
Even
We're
better.
the founders of Better Life. And we're requesting $400,000 in exchange for 7% equity stake in our company.
Better Life is a unique line of cleaning products. Tim and I both have young kids the same ages.
When our kids started crawling around the floor and putting everything into their mouths, we really became concerned about the products we had in our home. And with Kevin being a formulation chemist, I put him to the challenge to create something that was safe and effective.
So when I see this business, the first thing I think of is what Jessica Alba did with the Honest Co. I don't know if you guys know about that, but Jessica Alba made more money starting a percentage of the Honest Co. than her entire acting career by like a factor of 10.
Now that's from a plant-based product.
This is what we're talking about.
Unbelievable cleaning. Now, this is really impressive. That's safe.
Sharks, who wants to help us create a better life?
How long have you been selling those products?
He dies. Slams his head on the fucking desk, falls on the floor.
In the last 12 months, we've done about 2.1 million in sales.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Whoa!
And who do you sell it to, please?
Wait a minute, they got a business.
Customers is Whole Foods.
What do you sell it for?
$5.99 to $6.99.
New Paul Mitchell guy's a bit of a nerd. Asking a lot of questions, you know? I like it when Damon says, I'm out, and has a big, long-winded story. I like when Mr. Wonderful calls them a piece of shit and says they're gonna die.
The question is going to be, what do you need our money for?
Well, we are financially very healthy, but we're not simply looking for a financial partner. We're looking for a strategic partner.
They're looking to be on Shark Tank and show their product. These guys might not even take a deal. These guys have a cash flow positive business. They don't really need to give up any equity. They basically just need to be on Shark Tank for a big national ad.
Because I am the queen of lightning speed into all retail. My offer is going to be $400,000 for 17%, and I have a direct door policy right into Bed Bath & Beyond.
That deal, 17%
That's one store that you know. Well, I'm just going to tell you a little story. You know my little Scrub Daddy Spun?
Oh, the Scrub Daddy!
I'll give you a loan.
They don't need a loan.
Anything. It's a loan.
Dude, how many times is he gonna run this gambit? How many fucking times is he gonna run this gambit where he says, hey, I don't want any equity. I don't want equity? Me, Mr. Wonderful? No. I want royalties, baby. I'll give you a simple loan, and then once my loan is paid back, I'll take 2% until my loan's paid back, and he'll take 10% every sale after that. Some shit like that. He does this every fucking time.
We haven't heard from Mark yet. I would like to hear from him just out of respect to everybody.
Mark, tell them what you're thinking.
I'm willing to do $800K.
I knew it.
For the 20%.
Dude, Mark always tosses in a fuck ton of money to remind everybody that he's a billionaire. That's his whole strategy, dude. He sits there quiet, and then he throws in way bigger money because he's got more money than everybody else.
I'd like to do this with a strategic partner like Lori, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm out.
Mark doesn't want to do any work on it. He just wants to put in more money and then hope
You know,
Lori
this is
will
a
do it.
defining moment. So think carefully.
Damn, she is
'cause
really
you don't
selling
want to
herself.
walk out of here having an oh no moment.
She's actually sharking.
Oh no.
Bro, they have a multi-million-dollar cash flow positive business. They're not fucked. They're not gonna be oh no. Damn, she's actually sharking. I'm kind of impressed.
Lori?
God damn! God damn, 2 for 2. Lori's the queen of Shark Tank, dude. Holy shit. As far as I can tell, this product did pretty well. It's done really well.
Hi, my name is Solomon Fallis, and my product is the amazing and versatile 180 cup.
This guy looks like a frat bro who plays way too much beer pong. Dude, this guy like came straight out of Sigma Kappa, dude. What the fuck?
Now, we're all familiar with this simple red disposable cup. It continues to be a prominent icon, so much so that in the United States alone, there are over 2 billion of these used each year. My product, 180 cup, it is a fundamental drinking cup when right side up, and when flipped 180 degrees, it acts as a shot glass, or a container, or even a measuring cup. Shoot it,
This is the worst fucking idea I've heard ever. Oh, it's gonna be so awful. There's like a little bit of beer left in there, and you spill it everywhere trying to flip it. How stupid is this? This is so stupid. Everyone, they already have shot glasses. Red Solo cups are cheap and available. And this is also like damn, like last minute. Like this feels like, like you went to a Rager last night. And you had a Shark Tank pitch the next day.
And soon to be a staple at every barbecue, tailgate, birthday party, bar mitzvah, you name it, 180 Cup is there.
Something tells me Lori's not jumping on this one. Something tells me Lori's not like fucking moving mountains to get it on this deal.
Under 6 months, we've sold over 5 million 180 Cups.
Excuse me?
Wow.
Generating $385,000 in sales.
$300,000 for 20%. You give me the answer right now.
Wow.
Bro, this is a match made in heaven. Please say yes. I would love to watch Damon fucking hard sell John work with this guy on the fucking Red Solo Cup adventure. Just say yes. Just do it.
Right, I'd like to hear other offers.
Oh,
No kidding.
man. I actually think you should have taken it, bro. What is your fucking idea, bro?
Man.
You gave me time to think then, so then I guess I have to be out.
Ah, damn. Shocker.
Wow.
At the end of the day, where don't you find the red plastic cup?
How much of your own money have you put in this so far?
$175,000.
Whoa. I'm more curious about your college network. How many people, how many campuses are they continuing to sell for you?
Like, currently, we're in 120
I
stores
agree
over
with
30
Mark,
colleges. JP, imagine if you could send your customers these cups as a promotional item with your logo on it. Not only are they going to be drinking your stuff, but your logo is going to be smack in the face of your customer.
I was already there at the beginning because I understood that. These bobos usually catch up to me about 10 minutes later, so, you know, now we understand what...
These bobos usually catch up to me 10 minutes
There's
later.
something about, like, I have to be honest, this really isn't my kind of thing, so I'm out.
A good call.
I'm out. You know, the ketchup and mustard thing, that's a lot of crap. We both know that. It is a bar deal. I understand you've got to... I'm out.
Damn, bro. You missed your shot on Damon? You could have taken Damon's money? Damon's dumb money for $300,000 valuing your shit company at $1.5 million?
I got a deal.
Not that deal.
Not that deal.
No. So you didn't accept my initial offer.
This
No,
is
you're
a
gonna have to.
disaster. I would never work with
We
Damon.
do the deal at the original price, the percentage.
25%.
Damn, he's thinking.
All right, we got a deal.
All right.
Oh, God. Everyone's unhappy, dude. Everyone's unhappy. Everyone's unhappy with this process. This is bad. So after Shark Tank, 180 Cup gained some traction and generated sales worth $5 million. Unfortunately, after the show, Solomon, the founder, couldn't agree on the terms of the deal with Damon John. So the deal never actually happened. And the little bump that it got did not go to Damon.
Hello, Sharks. My name's Jason Woods, and my product is the Chimera bodyboard. I'm seeking $250,000 for a 20% stake in my business. So what is Chimera? The world's first all-electric, jet-propelled bodyboard and one of the most versatile watercraft ever built. Chimera combines the lightweight and portability of a board with the excitement of a jet to forever change the way we experience the water. Basically, to try to get this thing into production, I went to Kickstarter to try
Are
to...
these prototypes?
These are
Like,
prototypes.
You don't have anything for sale right now?
Correct.
You went to Kickstarter, what happened?
So we went to Kickstarter, we raised $116,000 in 30 days. That puts us in the top half of 1%.
Okay, forget the goal. You dodge all the facts. Okay. You went to Kickstarter. What was your goal?
Our goal was 250.
Why do you think you failed?
Yeah, I do respect that Mark's kind of calling him out because he keeps trying to spin the fact that he has no sales, no real production, no product, no hose, no clout, dude. Even fucking Mighty Number 9 hit 2 million on Kickstarter, and that game sucked.
This is a social product.
So
People,
wait. No one wanted to buy one. You're saying they wanted to buy more?
Exactly. People wanted to buy one for me and one for my wife, or they wanted to buy a six-pack.
You're just...
The reason they weren't buying is because I couldn't sell them 6 at a time. That's why. Yeah, it's that's the biggest copium hump I've ever seen.
We're trying to understand why didn't you go out and
Damn,
just
he's
sell
crumbling.
one at a time?
I feel bad because his fiance is there, man. He thought this would go an entirely different way, and it's not going that way.
Why don't you tell us before you get completely fried in here, because it's starting to happen. I'm starting to feel sorry for you because I'm a really nice guy. I want to know what your distribution strategy is. Like,
He doesn't even have a product. He hasn't even got
I
the
want
time
to know if you could build it for $1,200 and you had $10,000 to sell, how are you going to sell them?
The initial business plan calls for direct-to-consumer sales.
Direct to consumer online or.
Exactly.
How are you going to drive traffic? Nobody's ever heard of you.
I have 6,000 Facebook fans.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Where's my checkbook? Can I invest now? Oh, sign me up, dude.
Jason, you're not an entrepreneur, you're a wantrepreneur.
Oh,
Every time
shit.
we ask a business question, you hit us with, but so-and-so wants it, but such and such is this, and there's a huge market for this.
damn,
You had so many
dude.
different opportunities.
Mark's pulling out the bars on him? Mark's trying to make him cry, dude. Let him go.
Jason, how do you think your pitch went today?
Shut the fuck up. These guys are dude, I'm switching. I'm investing. Hey, let's all buy one. This guy's getting roasted for too much.
I'm out.
Oh my God, his fiance's face.
Thank you, Sharks.
Like this.
Thank you.
Oh man, that was heartbreaking. That was painful to watch. They got
He's an inventor. He's not.
She's rethinking her whole life choices, dude, that led her to this moment. All right, look up Chimera. Let's find out. Is Chimera doing well? They came back on? Oh, then we're not gonna look this up. No. We have to do the follow-up. They came back on, and apparently Mark Cuban connects him, the inventor, with an actual business-minded person, and shit changes. Wow. That's crazy. The strangest
Manny Ramirez
athlete in sports history. Okay, I'll watch it.
Is the strangest athlete to ever play sports. According to one teammate during spring training, he had to sleep in the same bed as him because he was afraid of the dark. The man who sold him testosterone says Manny had them share a hotel room so he could read him bedtime stories. In Boston, the team psychologist printed out a laminated piece of paper that reminded him how many outs there were. He secretly gave teammates alcohol spiked with Viagra.
For a pro baseball player to need a reminder on the amount of outs. That's actually really funny. That reminds me of sorry, I blanked on his name. LeBron's teammate, JR. Yeah, J.R. Smith, right? Yeah. It's a finals game. You're in the NBA, bro, and you're going the wrong way.
Watch James. Now wanted a timeout, but too late to get it. 5 minutes go up on the clock.
His face is so confused and LeBron's is so angry. Oh, it's one of the all-time fucking greatest moments. LeBron's face is like the pure agony.
Manny Ramirez is so impulsive that while playing in Japan, a fan from America who never even played high school baseball randomly gave him a hitting tip. Manny Ramirez hired him as his full-time hitting coach, and it worked. He once gifted Dustin Pedroia a $20,000 Rolex. As Pedroia was unwrapping the gift, Manny took the Rolex back and smashed it with a baseball bat. This sounds like something.
That's actually chatted up. That is so fucking Giga Chad. If you want to really own someone, buy him a gift, take it back, and destroy it in front of them. That's actually really fucking. That's metal.
He was selected 13th overall in the 1991 draft. The craziest part about this, his family literally had no idea. He was the high school player of the year. The New York Times followed. his entire senior season. But according to his sister, they found out he was drafted because a friend saw it on the news.
That's actually pretty impressive and kind of an insane drive. Most people need like a regimen and their parents really pushing them, and to actually do it entirely on your own, show up to all the practices, make sure you get there without any, that's actually crazy. That's kind of really impressive.
A suspiciously low self-esteem. He once went into his manager's office crying, saying he couldn't hit, and according to his manager, tried to quit the team multiple times. What makes this insane is that Manny Ramirez was by far the best player on the team. While in the minors, the Indians, and in 1996, he hit a 5-year-old boy with his car while leaving the spring training facility. The police emphasized that this incident was not Manny's fault, and he sent the kid gifts in the hospital, so everyone was forgiven. Deep down, Manny seemed like a shy, innocent...
Okay, because it's really weird to mix in a bunch of funny, jokey stuff with a 5-year-old boy got hit, and he's okay. Okay, because if the 5-year-old boy was hurt, that's a fucking massive tone shift for this fucking movie. You're playing like da 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 music in the background. Don't just drop in that a 5-year-old boy got murdered. He's okay though. He's okay. Damn, that shit, that really fucking roller coastered me.
A few days later, Manny got his first major league hit, which may be the funniest, most embarrassing first hit ever.
And he thinks it's a home run. Look at this. He thinks it's a home run. He thinks the ball went out.
Manny continued to make mistakes like this at an unbelievable pace. He once stole second base, was safe by a mile, but for some reason thought the ball was foul. So he went back to first base and was tagged out. In this play, and the team psychologist even printed out a laminated piece of paper that reminded him to keep track of the score, the number of outs, and which base he should throw the ball to. After watching Manny stay in the box after watching ball 4 multiple times, his general manager asked him why. Manny responded by saying,
I don't keep track of the balls. I don't keep track of the strikes either. I go up there looking for a ball I can hit. Isn't that what you're paying me to do? I said, that's right, buddy, carry on.
It's easy to say that.
Holy moly.
The video guy on the Indians says that Manny would regularly strip down to no clothes, then come into the video room and try to hug everybody. Manny also constantly forgot to deposit his game checks. He once left a $25,000 check in his locker that was found in the offseason. And despite making all of this money and just forgetting about it, he once genuinely asked an Indians beat writer if he could borrow 30 grand so he could buy a motorcycle. Unfortunately,
baseball newspaper beat writer to borrow 30 grand cash. Bro, that's like a yearly salary for a beat writer.
Manny continued to be one of the best hitters in baseball, but also drove the Red Sox insane. He once missed media day for the All-Star game because, according to him, his grandma died. He then told a different reporter it was because his grandma was sick. Turns out his grandma was still alive. The next year, while in a rehab assignment, Manny lost a 50th. Manny even told a reporter his biggest dream was to play for the Yankees. A month later, he was eliminated by the Yankees after a demoralizing series that involved him getting into a brawl.
You talk about looking for a reason. Absolutely.
Which led to Pedro Martinez throwing 72-year-old Don Zimmer.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck?
And 2 Yankees getting
You just yeeted a 72-year-old man. You gotta think before you do that. If you're a pro athlete in your prime and a 72-year-old man comes at you.
Despite being an all-star 6 years in a row and finishing 6th in MVP voting the year before, every single major league team passed on him. But just when things looked like they couldn't get any worse, Manny and the Red Sox shocked the world. In 2004, he dominated the playoffs and led Boston to their first World Series in 85 years. He won World Series MVP, and all of a sudden, the strange antics Red Sox fans seemed to hate him for were now celebrated. And they stared getting even crazier. Manny skipped the White House ceremony because, according to him, he was at home meditating.
Running mate Manny Ramirez isn't here. I guess his grandmother died again. Just kidding. Man, I didn't mean it.
And he kept on.
Ah, what a lovable old goof. What a lovable. Why do we hate this guy again? I forget. God, George W. had low W's to drop, dude. Lol W. Bush. That's what they call him today, dude.
He had his second son and named him Manny Jr., which is normal, except Manny's first son is also named Manny Jr. Manny is one of the worst defensive outfielders in...
Bro, you can't do that. They can't both be Manny Jr. That's absurd. I thought it was gonna be filler, because that's not how long this video was. It's been non-stop insanity.
Another time, he went into the outfield with a water bottle in his pocket.
That should not be allowed. You can't do that. What is this, a hike?
On this play, he makes a catch in a play never seen in MLB history. Manny intercepted his own teammate's throw from the outfield, causing an extra cutoff man for absolutely no reason. Manny's best play occurred in Baltimore when he made a catch on the run, and despite wasting...
So funny, dude. It's like he's not jumping in. He's a force of nature, dude. He's not listening. He's not paying attention to what's going on. He's just jumping in, seeing if he can add value.
By this time, Manny had
That's
already
not cool.
suggested the Red Sox trade him to over a dozen different teams, including the team's AAA affiliate. He was doing everything he could to make this happen. He once left a game because he said he had a bad hamstring. When Terry Francona asked him which one it was, he pointed at both of them.
He came off the field, walked down the dugout stairs, and said hamstring. I said, Manny, which one? He pointed with both hands to both hamstrings. He was like, you pick. Fuck, I'm coming out. It was funny later, but it wasn't funny at the time. I had it with Manny at that point.
Finally, the Red Sox listened and traded him to the Dodgers, which started a string of controversies that got a lot worse, a lot more serious, and even criminal. At age 36, he put up stats that were absolutely mind-boggling, and turns out, very unnatural. In 2009, he tested positive for a female fertility pill. Someone in Manny's team immediately told the media this positive test was caused by a drug prescribed for his erectile dysfunction, which was a complete lie, and Manny himself didn't even appeal. Turns out he was getting a cocktail of PEDs made by a doctor with a license who would travel with him and, according to him, even sleep in the same room and read him bedtime stories.
The real performance-enhancing drug? Friendship. And you can't put a price on that. A homie that'll read you stories? Nothing more powerful than that. Nothing gets you ready for a top-level game.
He was traded to Chicago to help in their playoff push, but according to Ozzie Guillen, after he told the team he expects them to still play hard, even though they were eliminated, Manny told him, quote, I'm done.
You only played 2 games. I said, no, you told me you had to play hard. I'm done. I can't. I'm done.
That offseason, Manny was given one more chance. He signed with the Rays, and after having an abysmal start, he once again was suspended for steroids. Manny was the first player ever to test positive for PEDs twice. Instead of appealing or serving a suspension, and without even telling the Rays, he went home and retired. And just when things couldn't get any worse, he was charged with domestic abuse after allegedly striking his wife. These charges were eventually dropped after his wife stopped cooperating, and they are still together today. Much of his public speaking is him admitting to his mistakes, talking about his dedication to God, and emphasizing how he is trying to become a better person. In a video posted by Wonton Don, he found Manny in Japan, who was a celebrity, and literally using a random guy who never even played high school baseball as his hitting coach.
We just went to the spa.
Which turned out to be pretty smart because Manny won the league's MVP. Manny is turning 50 this year, and who knows where he will end up. But wherever it is safe to assume that Manny will continue to be Manny because that's what he's always done.
What a crazy life. That was a wild video. That was a wild video. At no point did it slow down. There was no filler. That was 20 minutes straight of like every 10 seconds a new insane fact. Hey, so question for you, good friend. Did you bring any CSGO clips today?
We can find them. Dude, I have a question for you. No, I have a notepad. I see the face you're making, though. You're, like, mad.
No, me? Anyway, so, well, I'm a little confused as to what we're going to do here because you don't have any CSGO clips prepared.
No, I do. I really do.
You really do? Okay.
Yeah, I really do. Are you mad?
I'm mad if you do have the clips. If you're just Googling them right now, then I am a little mad.
We can play Rocket League and Counter-Strike. Do you know that? Yeah,
I asked
bro,
you to
check
get
this
me
shit out.
the greatest CSGO moments of all time, and the first one you got is...
Yeah. But yeah, so the greatest boys, today we're gonna be talking about the
It's so much better
greatest.
hearing your intro over this clip. Yeah, so, you know, we've done 2 streams together, Punch, and they have been of varying levels of quality. And so the demand has been off the charts for me to get you back on the stream, you know? Return Punch, they say. And I knew, because you'd proven yourself such an amazing teacher of CSGO surfing, that you would thrive in an opportunity to talk more about the game CSGO. The first time you also talked kind of unnecessarily about CSGO moments when we were just trying to open packs. So today, we're bringing your knowledge back.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Dude, poggers. So the thing about, we're doing Global Offensive, by the way.
Right.
Because Counter-Strike is a game that is older than most of chat.
Mm-hmm. That's actually true.
And we just don't have enough time to talk about every, you know, in 1.6, you know, we're not gonna learn who Neo is today, all right? We're not gonna learn anything about anybody except for Global Offensive, superstars, just the greats, you know, the gods of the game. Are you excited?
No, I am excited. I would just love if every sentence you said about this idea that we've had for 6 months didn't sound like you doing a book report at the last minute. Everything you're saying sounds like you are both stalling and know nothing. It sounds like you've never played CSGO, and it's like you have. You have. Okay, so we are ready to go.
We could start by talking about one of my favorite majors of all time. Maybe we'll just go like from oldest to newest.
I love that idea.
Can we get this guy's great in chat, please? Thank you. So,
farming this guy's great openly. We haven't done any content yet, and we are a day late. Why don't you post one in our Discord?
Why are you so mad? You're so angry. You're so hateful. All you do is hate your hater.
You know what? We're off on the wrong foot. Whenever I see a CSGO clip, I'm often very impressed, but I don't know how to discern what the truly great moments are. So I would love if we could start off with one of the earliest examples that you've found of a truly great CSGO moment. Maybe you could set the stage.
So when Global Offensive was first released, it was meant to be an experiment with cross-platform. It was 2012, early 2011 when they were like doing this thing. And the community was already split between 1.6 and Source. So when Global Offensive came out, the community was like, well, we're not going to be split 3 ways. The competitive scene is going to be really like, we don't know what the we're going to do. Life sucks. We hate each other. It's 2011 and Gangnam Style probably came out, right?
That was a crazy time.
A 10-year Global Offensive career, right? It was fucking Christopher Get Right Allison. So in this time of uncertainty, one of the greatest Counter-Strike players of all time decides, I'm going to make the switch to Global Offensive. They form Ninjas in Pajamas. It's a roster of Get Right, Forrest, Freiberg, Exist, and Fifth Lauren.
Oh, I know him personally. He worked at Twitch.
He went on a 87 LAN win streak with Ninjas in Pajamas in early Counter-Strike Global Offensive. They established themselves as the first real dominant force in Global Offensive. And they immediately legitimized all the competition in Counter-Strike because they became the team to beat. And they are from Sweden. So this is what I consider a Swedish era of Counter-Strike, is when the game first came out. Their rivals in Sweden, Fnatic, actually won. They lost the first major. The more time that went on, the more people from the other Counter-Strike games started to make the switch. So in 2014, we started to see teams like the new Virtus Pro come to fruition, where it's like Neo, Snacks, Pasha Biceps, Bialy, all those people. The French players in the form of Titan. Now we have real Counter-Strike being played. And in the second major in Katowice 2014, they lost again to Virtus Pro. So this team that came out dominant, right? They were the best team in the world, can't get a major, and this is why I want to talk about Cologne 2014.
Cologne 2014.
I feel this really kicks off Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Going into this is where all this, it's hot. 2 different teams have won the first 2 majors, but the best team that we've seen yet has yet to get one.
Okay.
Ninjas in Pajamas.
Here's the clip. Nip Gaming versus Hellraisers.
So as you can see, they're off to a great start.
All right.
But 10-5 is a pretty, like, you know...
Pretty dominant, sounds like.
No. Pretty
Right.
average. It's like that's... It's like... If you... So
You ever heard of
essentially-
co-casting? Okay. You kind of have to roll with it.
We're not casting.
Yeah, I know, but we are sort of casting. We are sort of like professional CS:GO casters. And when I say 10-5 is dominant, you say, well,
Because here's the thing.
you know,
if they lose
pretty
pistol
dominant,
round,
but there's a chance for a comeback from Hellraiser. That's how you flow with it.
No. Hellraisers is of the team that ended their 87 land win streak. And they're 1-1 in group stage. This is elimination
Okay.
on the line.
So they're only up by a little bit, as we both agreed on. And
This is the Kingmaker round. If they lose this round, it's looking like Hellraisers are right back in it. It's probably going to be 10-8 before NIP get their first bye.
okay.
So we're going to see NIP fight off Hellraisers on this pistol round.
So it's a pistol round. You want to explain what pistol? I know what a pistol round is. I actually do. I'm not doing a bit, but it's the first round of wait, it's not. But it's not the first round. Why is it pistol round right now? Wait a minute. What's going on? I don't understand at all.
This guy's lost, Chet.
Wait, I thought pistol
So-
round was only the first round. But why are they doing
There
it on?
are 2 halves in each game.
Yeah.
So that you can switch sides.
Yeah.
So Ninjas in Pajamas started as the counter-terrorists.
But isn't there 12 on each side or no? Is it 15? Is that a CS:GO thing?
CS:GO thing. Not Valorant. They don't. So in this game, you're not gonna see people like teleport. They're not gonna like dash to the left after wide peeking. They're not gonna like say wacky things.
Come.
They don't do this. Different game.
Oh, so this isn't Valorant, huh?
No.
This is round 16. They have just switched sides. And it's very important, Punch, correct? Because the winner of this round is going to have a lot more money and they can start snowballing with better guns. That's the reason? Okay, let's go into it.
He just missed him by an inch, and now it's down time. Geralt charging forward. Dosha knows. Oh, Geralt checks anyway. Can he pick up this kill? Dosha has to reload. Geralt out of bullets.
Oh,
and
but
Dosha
he
wins
sucks.
the
It's
battle.
3v5.
Wait, can I just
It's
pause?
a disaster.
Wasn't that really bad?
Yeah. He choked it.
Yeah, he choked it.
The Glock's not entirely.
All right, he got owned. Okay.
NIP want this site, and maybe they're gonna get it. Freiburg, are you kidding me?
Dude, but Freiburg goes fucking huge. Are you kidding me?
He's gonna be alone. What a performance!
Okay.
And he looks so.
Wait,
And
pause?
that's what.
Tell me when to
Oh
pause.
my God, that was
Yeah.
actually a sick shot from Mark.
So what happened? What happened?
What we're gonna see throughout this event, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this team, and they ended up getting the nickname like the Magicians of Magic, because they would just find all these shots from thin air. They would just get there, and they find the magic in pistol round to just explode on sight, and Freiburg gets 2 huge kills. And honestly, you're gonna hear Freiburg a lot. I think this was Freiburg's event.
I'll keep playing.
So it's him and Fleuren in 2v1. It's still winnable for Markov. But he has no idea if Freiburg's on his right or left. He tries to clear it, he's not clearing left.
Okay, he's just out.
Mowed down by Freiburg.
So Freiburg gets
wins
3.
the pistol round. That's just what's going to give them the momentum to close it out.
Okay, so first clip down. Basically, you showed me Freiburg being a beast in the pistol round. That's my
Freiburg
understanding.
finds the magic in the 3v5 to clutch out a pistol round, give them momentum, and they don't go out in groups. They finish groups 2-1. And that's going to be the trend for the rest. Every single series from now on is going to be 2-1. We're going to take a look on the other side of the groups with Cloud9.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Remember,
We'll watch it.
North
we'll watch
American
the full
Counter-Strike
thing.
is a joke. All right?
Good to
Let's just
know.
be honest.
Good to know CS:GO
not
follows
great.
the trend of every esport, where North America is a joke.
We got Cloud9s in groups trying to become the first team to make it out of groups up against Dignitas. 14-14. All right? For reference,
14-14.
16 rounds to win.
Yep.
Utterly out of position.
Yeah, there's a guy named Pimp too. So they're execing on A. There's Sean Garrett is smoked off, so they have a lot of site control right now. They have all the smoke perfectly. Cloud9's on the other side of it. But
There's so
Dupree
many
is running
smokes.
through the smoke, and he gets 3 of them. Dupree with huge plays. No, it's a 2v4, and the bomb goes down.
Okay.
Dignitas is set to make 15 rounds. They're up to, against match point. Cloud9, if they don't win this round, they're surely out of it. So it's just Hiko and Sean. Sean does not have a good retake, but Hiko gets 1 on AZ.
Try and go for it here. They want to go all in.
Oh!
Nico comes in with another kill and back to a 2-on-2. That bomb's so far.
Oh!
They gotta move quick right now. They're going for it. The defuse is already happening.
He didn't get that last
Are
one.
you kidding me? He's gonna go for it. They win the round. Hiko picks up a
Hiko, are you kidding me? He holds off all of them so Sean can stick the defuse.
So for that one, he literally just fucking Rambos through the smoke, and they don't expect it because it's that would
Yeah,
be
they were trying to set up through the smoke, and he just called him out perfectly. Like, hey.
I think it was Fetish. I think Fetish chokes it.
Damn, bro, you're a hater. I mean, there's opportunities at most any time in Counter-Strike. So yeah, he had an opportunity to kill. That would have surely been the end of the round had Hiko died there.
Yeah.
So then Dupree would have swung, killed Sean. I mean, it
I think
doesn't
that's
get
why
done.
I've never heard
and
Fetish's
Hiko
name.
clutches
You
it
know what
out.
I'm saying?
Oh,
I think that's why I've heard a lot of these names, and I have not heard Fetish. Okay.
This isn't a hate stream. It's
about it on
Cloud9. I'd say the first great American success story. Like they made it out of groups off this play. It's fucking crazy. It took some magic, but North American Counter-Strike is finally like with this play. North American Counter-Strike, like, okay, North America is like they got a team.
These
but unfortunately,
players become-
the winner of this game gets to fight NIP.
Okay.
So
they got
you
owned.
know.
So okay, now we're in the
No,
bracket
maybe.
phase of Cologne. Cloud9 is fighting NIP.
This is the quarterfinals. Cloud9
And
versus
they
NIP.
won
This is
game
map
1.
2.
Easy to count on that. This is not like new. Nothing jumping in. Could have got caught off there. Grenades gonna rain in.
Oh shit.
Freiburg
Freiburg
shits on him.
pistol
Freiburg
god.
is so good. Dude, Freiburg this whole event, insane. 2014 CZ, don't want to fuck with that.
Very weak, but they're gonna go
That's
aggressive
what for Freiburg again.
Bro, Freiburg. Now it's just Hiko 1v5. Like, what the f? Like, Hiko can't win this round, right? But, yeah. Like, come on now.
Wait, are you joking?
Oh my
There's
god,
no way
unless he
wins
kills
this.
Freiburg. Oh my god, he killed Freiburg.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I mean, he has the, Get Right has a drop on him, right? Oh my god! Inhuman reactions!
Wait, what the fuck?
Not even with an aimbot could you have got that kill.
Yeah, literally.
Not even with an aimbot, bro! Dude, NACS is real, bro. You see that fucking shot? Yeah, no, he doesn't win this fucking round. But
Dude, I was thinking, how the f in what world? They're literally, that shot's crazy. That's crazy. Dude, I couldn't even pause it fast enough. That is like a fucking aimbot.
check out Get Right's point of view on that. But dude, the way he sits back, like what the fuck?
Cheeks puff out. He's like, what the fuck?
That's the Cloud9 that NIP are up against, and it's safe to say like Cloud9's no one to run over. Because NIP just has the magic. Even with these kinds of
And
shots,
also-
NIP has the magic, man.
Not even the I mean, Hiko played amazing this round, but it wasn't even the best player this round. Freiburg was goated.
Freiburg.
So next up you're
God,
showing
so
me is from the same
This is
series.
map 3.
Okay.
This is map 3, same series against Cloud9.
So now it's 1-1.
It's 1-1. NIP win that map out 16-14. 9-7. NIP is
7,
down. They're on a
down
4th spy.
So this is kind of a, I mean, this is a big deal for Cloud9 though, because you're telling me
it is.
NIP's the favorite going into the tournament. America sucks, and now Cloud9 is winning Game 3, 2-1.
Yup.
Versus, okay, all right. So this is a big deal. Okay.
Oh, it's looking good for Cloud9, but look at the time, dude.
Is he waiting? Is he
Look
waiting?
at Freiburg, dude.
Why
It's
is he waiting?
Freiburg. Because there's only 5 seconds and he drops the bomb. They can't plant it. All he just has to do is survive, and he does. Freiburg, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was like, why the f is he waiting to shoot? Oh, that's actually crazy. So is he literally he's looking for the bomb
Yes.
item on the guy's back to find out who to
He's
shoot?
waiting to see the planter, and he's waiting for the time to drop so that they don't have enough
That's
time to plant. It takes 4 seconds to plant the bomb.
crazy.
But just the only play they have, Freiburg tucked in a corner, Exist winning out a duel against an AK.
Okay, all right. So this clip was amazing. That was a really good clip. What's next?
NIP win this map 16-14 as well, I believe.
So now they're on to the semis.
And it's against LDLC, which is a team that is on the come up.
All right.
LDLC is fighting for overtime right now on map 3. It is once again as close as the game can possibly get.
Yeah, very important round.
This is Freiburg.
Watch drop, Get Rights and drop.
For something to hit, and it'll be Exist and Get Right and Freiburg.
Damn, he got both?
Oh, him and Freiburg shut it down. Now it's Get Right with the nade. He shits on Kukli. Kukli gets backbanned. He's a cheater. Oh, and NIP get it in 16-14 again, dude.
Interesting. That was
They shut down a massive LDLC push against Kukli, who's later backbanned. We don't know if he cheated on land. Who knows? Hold on. So this is the Kaylee moment. This spot on Dust 2 is still called Kaylee or Kukli. This is just to give you context who Kukli is, the guy who eventually got backbanned. We don't know if he's cheating here or not. and
You fucking cheater. No way, dude. No, you didn't. How is he lined up? He doesn't even fucking know where he is. Bro, there's no way. He literally lines up like he can see through walls.
Yeah, he didn't even go like, joke's over, you're dead. Like, this is a different game. That's not supposed to happen. That is not supposed to happen in this game.
Oh, that's a fucking cheat. If I've ever seen one. That looks crazy, but maybe Clara was on his computer, yeah? Bro. All right. So get back to this tournament. I'm actually invested. I don't know who wins.
Sure.
Cologne 2014. What's happening?
And I want to show you map 1 of Grand Finals against none other than Fnatic. Their Swedish rival, their domestic rivals.
Woo! By the way, the team they lost to in the first major.
Yep.
A little bit of a storyline, bit of a rivalry. Okay.
This is the GOAT roster of Fnatic, too. So right away, map 1, the scores 11 to 10.
It's crazy because I hadn't heard of Freiburg. He's one of the names I had not heard of before.
You will now.
Yeah,
dude, a perfect flash exists. Now it's Freiburg versus 2.
He's surrounded.
Holding the drop. He finds Olaf. Spray transfer. He does it again! And again! Because again, this is grand finals of a major. We're not. It's so hard to be on top of your game to find these rounds at a major. God, what a round. So the thing is, that was Fnatic's map pick. And off the back of that Freiburg clutch, they get that momentum to win map 1. Map 2, they get kind of stomped on. They get shit on a little. All right, 1-1 grand finals. The 2 best teams in the world. Right away, Fnatic up to a running start. Also, can I just say, Inferno, best map at a major ever. Oh, it's Thronax. You know, garbage can. Guy sucks. You hate.
Yeah.
Oh, but him and Olaf, they take out Exist. Goes Freiburg.
Freiburg again.
Oh, but Freiburg's going for more.
Freiburg actually outplaying every other human being that I see.
Dude, entries 3 of them.
Bro, when I watched that, it looks like a action movie. It looks like they can't be hurt. Okay.
It's still, Fnatic's still in this.
4.
Look,
So
Freiburg
4 for Freiburg.
Another. And the bomb's going to A. JW has the perfect read of it. He's going to A. JW, one of the best offers of all time. The minimap, look, the minimap. Freiburg coming from the back though. Uh-oh.
Wait, what? Oh. JW still got a kill. Meanwhile, he's going down. Yeah.
Oh, he gets it. And
so
they
Freiburg
needed that.
1v5.
Skip
Okay.
to 21 minutes for me.
Skip to 21 minutes flat. All right, here we go. 3. It's 5-3. So Nip
NIP
won the next 2
pulled out.
rounds. Yeah, so they won that round and then won one more.
2 rounds later now.
Okay.
Exist through the smoke on Crims. Doesn't get him though. 3v3. Oh, but Get Right's on the master flank. Olaf gets 1. Thronax gets the other. So it's Get Right versus 3 and he gets the first. Get Right versus 2. Gets the second on Olaf. The most insane shot of all time. How does he do it? How does Get Right do it?
There's no way.
And he gets Thronax, dude. It's the most magic run of all time.
It's funny. All these rounds, it kind of looks like maybe Nip is getting outplayed overall as a team, but then one player does something insane. Tosses a grenade. Oh, that's a crazy fucking shot.
Oh, he's stirred. Like, dude, all he can do is just go, yes! Okay, skip to 59 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
Watch.
15-13, game 3, and we're going to show the full round here. We're starting from the beginning.
Yep.
All right.
We're just going to watch it all the way through.
Okay, he kind of... They don't know he's there. Yeah, right? Oh, wait. Oh, he got...
Oh, he gets shut down. Dude, it's 5 versus 2 and NIP's doing it.
5 versus 2. This is it. This is over.
It has to be over. It's just JW with the smoke. He's jumping out. They know he's there. He gets taken down. Dude.
Okay, it's literally over.
It's over, dude. Look at him. They finally get it, dude.
Awesome. So Nip finally gets their major win. Yeah! Yeah! Let's go! Oh, yeah, him at the trophy crying.
Yes. Oh my god. Because I mean, this is a guy who's been playing for. At this point, he's already been playing for a very long time. Made the switch to global offensive, dominant, but just couldn't win a major, man. And he finally gets it. At this point, he's regarded as like player of the year, #1 player of the year. Just can't win a major. Finally gets one, dude. God. One of the best to ever do it. One of the best to ever do it. I'll say it.
Okay. We're in. All right. So that was sick. That was awesome. What a cool story.
They so many 16-14s was so close, and they have the magic to just pull it out every time. We only went over one event.
I know, that was awesome. So what I'm thinking is, do you have time tomorrow to continue this? That was the story of Cologne. I'm happy to do another tournament or more tomorrow.
You don't want to keep going?
I don't want to knock it out. I'm really enjoying it. I was fascinating.
You're a hater.
I'm literally not a hater. I'm a lover. I think it's awesome. It was very interesting, and I thought your passion was very awesome. So what I would love to do is continue it. Tell you what I'll do.
Right?
I'll tell you what I'll do, because I enjoyed it so much today. There'll be a new emote in chat tomorrow. Everyone get ready.
Uh-oh,
One
chat.
or two, but there'll be a new emote for sure. If you guys enjoyed it, say, this guy was great. I love you, Daddy Punch. And we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow with more.
Check it, check it.
Hey, so question for you, good friend. Did you bring any CSGO clips today? Thank you.